Oh yeah, I'm in charge now.
Wow, your job.
Wow, what attitude!
You know what, bitch?
I get it so much I deserve to dish it out.
The only difference is this is like walking up to your boss and going, "You're fired." He can kill your character, Ian. The power dynamics
He's probably
are not
going
equal.
to anyway.
Tepartos the third is too much of a fan favorite.
Yeah, people love Tepartos.
That don't mean shit. Fuck the fans. You heard it here first, directly from my face. Fuck the fans. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the
you did
Dice
it
That
close
Bind
enough
Us.
that I can't cut it.
Yeah, sneaky. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Dice That Bind Us. My name is Alex. We have an intro. I am off my game today, so this is going to be great.
We've had an intro for many episodes when this comes out.
For many episodes. I got to start it over. Fuck the fans, you heard it here first. Welcome to the Dice That Bind Us, where we play D&D and stuff. Before we jump back into the story, we're going to do a recap of what happened last time. Most of last time was trying to figure out where you wanted to go, traveling towards the Maelstrom, but deciding you wanted to stop to make the ship an oasis. And then deciding that you needed to go get some new upgraded gear to go and be ready for the abyss off of the warnings from Gunrar about what you could be facing. Having acquired many items that granted you some pretty stellar resistances to fire, you guys ended up having a night to relax to yourselves. You... Oh yeah, some stuff happened with Anuk. You had to be there. Go watch the episode. But yeah, you guys awake in the morning after a night's rest in your various places. And one of the first thing you hear throughout the town are town criers. Bells ringing, announcements. The High King is dead.
Uh-oh.
Oh!
Oh, no.
They're gonna pin that shit on us.
Oh, dear.
All of you, with a recent memory coming back into your mind, remember that when you met Grym, he killed someone. Not someone that you would martyr towards, but someone that would negatively impact your ability to progress on your path in the future.
I mean, to be fair, I thought the High King would be a one and done, so... Fuck, that's huge. Harlan was the last person to see him alive.
Shit.
Still waiting for the simulacra of us to be blamed for it, and then we have to clean up this mess.
Is there anything else besides like, the High King is dead?
The High King is dead. He had no heirs or successors. The fate of all of the Forgotten Realms is in question at the current juncture. For not having an heir means that they don't know who's going to be the new high power for the Forgotten Realms.
So I think it's time for us to go before somebody says we did that.
So there is to be a civil war.
Well, we're already fixing the giant ordering. Why not just throw the people ordering in there as well?
I mean, to be honest, it just sounds like a personal problem. Who doesn't have that important of a position and doesn't go get themselves an heir? Wasn't he also old?
I mean, there really should have been a line.
Not like
of
old,
succession.
but like old for a king.
No, you
to not have an
a
heir.
point.
To Gauntlgrym?
To Gauntlgrym. This can be a problem for another day. Let us see if we live to see tomorrow first.
And if we get out of the abyss and everything is broken, we'll kind of figure it out from there.
I mean, worst come to worst, which is probably going to happen knowing you guys.
Oh.
Dandelion or someone from his group's about to become the king of the area.
Psychor, please don't say those words.
Oh, man.
I mean, it's better to say them now than have it shoot you in the face later. Now you can put your shield up.
I'm gonna go to the helm, and if everybody's on board, I'm starting us.
Yep, you guys start your trip towards Gauntlgrym.
I just
shaking
shoved
my head the
in a
whole
rotten
time.
fruit barrel.
Yes, you guys are. I just kind of have assumed you guys have been doing your training with Zex.
Yeah.
Continuing along. Don't worry, I'm keeping track. You guys have about a 2 to 3 day travel to Gauntlgrym. I need 3 people that are going to roll me percentiles for those trips.
I rolled the last one.
Alrighty, Anna, go ahead and roll that first one.
Oh, I have to get that open.
We're
I
professional.
can roll one.
Yeah, why don't you roll
Yeah.
one first? Because I forgot to sign into that. I had a Windows
52.
restart last night.
For some reason, I thought
52.
it was a D20, and I was very concerned how you got a 52.
52. So you guys, as you're flying, a single seagull comes and lands on the edge of the ship.
I'll cast Speak with Animals. How's it?
Your spell doesn't seem to allow you to communicate with this seagull.
As far as we can tell, it's just a seagull, right?
You can feel free to roll like investigations or insights or perceptions or whatever you want.
Kind of looking at Hail and well met, Seagull.
Just kind of cocks its head at you and looks.
I'm going
Well-
to roll a perception.
Come
Okay.
to our boats.
Same.
26 and a 7.
Looks like a seagull. I'm not bothering.
Oh,
Why?
Anuk and Zykor, both of you notice that there are no other seagulls around. You guys have flown far enough inland at this point that they shouldn't be here. And there's just this one seagull chilling.
Are you an evil cursed wizard who got turned into an animal? We've dealt with one of those already.
not a valid question, to be honest.
You know, I tried to talk to him, and he didn't seem. It didn't. Sorry, didn't mean to assume. Sorry. It didn't want to talk to me. Maybe it's
Didn't
just
or
me.
couldn't?
It didn't answer when I spoke to it, so
So it's just sitting and watching you guys as you're flying.
Just kind of like, shoot, shoot, shoot.
I just leave it be. It'll be fine.
I'll toss it some fruit out of my barrel and keep drinking.
It kind of like looks at it and like looks at you and looks at this like rotten, gross fruit and goes,
It's what I have.
it's just chilling.
As long as it's just chilling, it's not going to do nothing. I mean,
Yeah, but no.
it's a free ride. Just let him rest his wings. Let them.
It is a bird.
That's
let
not
him
a. That's
chill.
not a normal bird.
Yeah. So, what's your point? Let him rest his wings.
Is there...
All right, if this one turns into a devil that shouldn't have been let out,
It's like,
Well,
it's
the
like-
last one we had was literally a devil. This is a bird.
Does it
and you,
seem
I point
like...
to a nook, and he can't turn into animals either. Yeah, he's the only one. Yeah,
Alexander, what was your question?
Does it just seem like a normal bird? Would this have been like a bird I have seen before?
Roll an investigation check.
Or did ask for it. Can I do nature instead?
Sure.
Cool. It's a regular bird. I got a 7.
You're not even sure what a seagull is.
That's valid.
Can I, having
I've seen seagulls
so
flying around
many
here, but at a
seagulls,
distance.
also roll an investigation?
You can roll an investigation or a nature if you would like.
They're the same, so
Like, I'm just gonna stare at it and just be like, okay, and then keep doing what I was doing.
seems like a seagull.
Yeah. Gergek would kind of think back a little bit when his mom was helping him learn about seagulls, and he just look at it and go, "Mine?"
Coda!
That's a point, right?
Yeah, that's inspiration for sure.
Let's go.
We all gotta up our bone mo. If
I'm
for
I'm just gonna
inspiration.
keep a tally mark of how many of these Disney one-liners he gets.
Man,
Man, yeah, who wants the actual stats of like how many enemies each player has killed? We want the real stats of like how many copyrighted one-liners does Coda say?
How many
And,
fucking out of
how many cuts do we have to make for Ian singing a copyrighted song?
I sing
Get
it
on it,
badly enough
fans.
that we're not gonna.
Get on it, fans. Let us know in the comments.
dice that bind us stats?
Dice that bind us. Tweet at us.
Cool. We just keep flying with this bird on our
Yeah,
ship.
great new bird.
Well, because we have things that will fight it if it is evil. Like, isn't the ship all gusty and full of protectors?
Not this 24-hour
yeah,
section.
Oh, because it didn't have the
And
mistletoe harvested. It has not been 28 days.
no, that's not where I'm going.
Because at a base that has it, it just can't be removed if you cast it every day for 28 days.
Yeah,
You couldn't cast it the
has to
first
take a
time.
whole year.
Oh.
It takes a whole
Yeah,
year.
we still
That's
need
right.
the sickle under the
That's fair.
moon.
Cool.
We've got the sickle now.
Yeah, we have.
We just need a full moon.
That's fair. We have boat full of plants, but not boat full
Right.
of plant with spell on it.
If
I
the
haven't
bird
got
is
the
still there
Castor Grove.
tomorrow, I'm probably gonna shoot it.
Don't shoot the bird.
Don't shoot. It's just a bird. What's wrong with the bird?
There's a
First
story
off-
about the sailor who shoots the albatross, and don't you know that went bad for them?
Yeah, and I don't think this bird belonged this far inland, and I don't think it showed up the way a normal bird shows up. And you
No.
can't talk to it, so it's not a normal bird.
No, I'm agreeing that we
matter.
get
It's
rid
still
of it,
alive,
but like
right?
shoo it away.
I would like to walk up to the bird.
You approach the bird and it kind of like cocks its head up at you.
I gently lower a finger down in front of the bird.
It steps onto your finger.
Put him on my shoulder.
Great.
Yar.
The Bartos likes him.
All right,
Then
I hope I don't miss.
I don't
shoot
think
you a
should
stinky
do that.
glare and go back to drinking my crap.
Or just climbs to like your lower
It just
back.
sits. It just like steps over onto the barrel, and it's just kind of watching what you're doing inquisitively.
Is Zexum bird weird?
I mean, yeah,
You.
Have any
no.
thoughts?
Oh, I'll be fair.
Where's Ileana during all this?
No.
I'm down below deck in my room.
I'm gonna go
Yeah,
get
Ileana
Ileana, to be honest.
Is Ileana a weird bird? Help!
Like this whole time while flying, we're just staring at this fucking weird seagull.
Ileana, weird bird showed up. Probably bad news. Need help.
It's just a bird.
What do you mean weird? What's so weird
First
about
off,
it?
it's a seagull with how far inland we are. Second, a Nook couldn't talk to it, and it just kind of sits there creepily staring at Tapartos after he picked it up. And I mean, like, watching.
I'll look at the bird for a minute and like nod my head and go downstairs and come back up with some playing cards and walk up to the bird and like hold them out and then like point the gauntlets to it and start setting up a card game and see if it wins me.
What card game?
What's the card game in D&D? Three Dragon Ante?
There is Three Dragon Ante, but also like Go Fish or like Slapjack or like.
Let's do blackjack. I'm gonna play blackjack with the seagull.
Okay. The seagull like looks over and like sees the cards and hops down and like kind of like flutters down to the ground opposite you on these cards. He just kind of stares at you, waiting for you to deal.
I'll deal out a couple things. I'll get some food, some peanuts or something, and
Okay, yeah. You said a pile. Devin, roll me a luck check. Just a straight D20 roll.
You just get taken by this fucking bird for all the peanuts you have.
Completely cleaned.
19.
There you go.
Surprising no one, you utterly demolished this bird in blackjack.
It's a bird!
But it is competently playing blackjack. It is signaling to like stay and hit and like.
I went to that. Yeah, normal bird. You know what? Fuck it. I'm going to the crow's nest. I'm not saying shit. If this ends badly, not my fault. If anything comes up to kill the ship, I'm not saying anything because who knows? It could just be a bird.
To be fair, this is also how we got Soup Phil and Gum Gum. They just kind of showed up one day.
Yeah, according
That's
to
true.
them, didn't you slaughter all the people around them except for Phil, who you built a sandcastle, got fired, and then you just happened to have a common ex-wife between him and an ex-party member?
You are a negative person.
That was extremely succinct, yes.
So I'm going to wait until he gets into the crow's nest. I'm going to kind of guess about where he's sitting. I'm going to cast heat metal on a nail underneath him.
One of your feet's getting incredibly hot real quick.
Move my foot.
Yeah. It's just a minor inconvenience, but it's Anuk being petty, and I love
Yeah,
it.
you got Anuk to the point of being petty.
You know, I'm
It
just
was
saying.
bold of me to assume we were going to get to the Maegera fight with 3 days of travel to get through.
The bird seems nice. The
You
bird
gave
just
us
likes
a
the bird.
weird seagull. We don't trust it.
It's just chilling.
No, I don't trust it. You're playing cards with it.
I feel weirded out by it, but there's nothing I can figure out. It seems fine. We keep going towards Gauntlgrym.
Just played blackjack.
Yes, but I don't know what to do about it.
Is it killing us?
It doesn't have to be the one to do it.
Is it? I'm not fighting with
Tapartos.
you right now. Nope. Head and barrel.
The ultimate
Here we
ignore
go.
move of just shove face in a bowl like barrel of rotten fruit. You're
For fun,
ostriching,
just because he's
but
never
gross.
seen me do it, I'm gonna cast magic missile on the barrel and then make it explode.
You just poke holes in it. Like like they come in and they hit, and all of a sudden, Tapartos, you think you're getting through your training so fast.
Yeah.
Because the like Layla is slowly going down, just like so fast.
Nixon! The Bartos is finally getting the hang of this.
You kind of like look at the ground next to you.
Why?
First off, you don't know I did it.
Yeah.
For all you know, is
Second
that
off,
Probably is.
Literally,
Zexum?
nobody has ever seen me do anything with my wand of magic missiles. Ever.
Zexum looks at the barrel, kind of like pats you on the back and goes, "Don't worry, you're doing great." And like waves their hand, and like all of the fruit just like sucks back into the barrel and raises the level to where it should be, and the holes close.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I'm going back in now.
All right.
Okay.
Is anyone else doing anything with or about the seagull?
I'll just
Great.
watch him. Just
The-
keep an eye on it.
The day of travel goes uneventfully, aside from this seagull. Night passes, the following day comes. Who's rolling next?
See if I can get her. Hey!
Ooh, a 99.
Well,
It was nice knowing you.
Oh, I don't trust Alex's face in this moment.
it's probably like meteor storm or something. We're all dead.
Do we get
Except for
another?
Garrett Gak.
Do
I
we
mean-
get another planetar?
You can't
The
really
day.
throw beasts at us because then it's just more shit for a nook.
What's everybody's passive perception?
Not super.
Oh,
22.
super high. 12.
19.
19.
Uh,
How dare I read the number from my character sheet?
Am I eating a meteor storm again?
21.
21.
The day goes by uneventfully. third day. Who would like to roll for the third day?
Do the third one.
Okay.
46.
46. Oh, well, that's...
Is the seagull still here?
Yes.
Okay.
They a homie.
Right now, the seagull, like, throughout the rest of the day, he's just kind of, like, spent time, like, watching you guys do your jobs, seeing what's up. This day, the third
Honestly,
day...
Zykor, we have Mr. Mutton on the ship. I feel like a seagull's less terrifying than what is that sheep.
Can I detect magic at some point?
Mr. Button
just
can
make
talk
sure
to
it's
us
not
now.
a magical seagull?
Yeah, yes. So you cast Detect Magic, and it is absolutely magical. Specifically, Conjuration School.
Cool.
Can I do a divine sense?
Yes.
I do a divine sense.
Celestial, Fey, Fiend, and Undead.
Yep. Celestial,
not-
undead. For some reason, it's not Fey. Interesting.
Yeah, you do not get a thing.
I would like to detect good and evil on the seagull.
That's also a monster type thing, I believe. They changed that from previous editions. It's not an alignment detection anymore because they tried to make alignment matter like a lot less.
Ah.
Because bracketing people into like good or evil was meh.
Yeah.
They wanted to use it as a roleplay push instead of a mechanics push.
So should I even bother?
You can if you want. I don't know what creatures does it, or what creature types does it look for.
For the duration, you know if there is an aberration, celestial, elemental, fey, fiend, or undead within 30 feet of you, as well as where the creature is located. Similarly, you know if there is a place or object within 30 feet of you that has been magically consecrated or desecrated. The spell can penetrate most barriers, blah, blah, blah.
There is a place that has been consecrated below you.
What?
You gather it's the room where the devil was being held.
It's BB's room.
Yes,
Yeah.
right. That's it.
That's it.
I would like to see if I can get the bird to step into my hand.
That steps on your hand.
And then I want to cast something I haven't cast since the cave. Beast Sense.
It does not take effect. This is not a beast.
Oh, okay. What's shot?
This
I wasn't
bird.
sure if a conjure would count as a
Yeah,
beast.
this bird is a person or some weird construct.
So I'll speak at it in Druidic. How's it going?
Kind of cocks its head at you and goes, "Fine, thanks. How are you?"
Kicking myself, yeah? That took me way too long to figure out. So you just need a rest as we go, or are you here for a reason?
Well, I'm just checking you out.
All right. I mean, rest your wings, do what you need to do, have fun.
Great, thanks.
So yeah, use a druid as I'm driving.
Is he nice?
Seems to be.
Suck it, Zykor!
Or what did it say to you?
Well, he said he was just here to check us out.
For what?
I turned to the seagull. So, for what?
Oh, I was told to.
Who told you?
Well, why would I tell you that?
Because I asked?
Fair! Well, I was sent by my master, of course.
Okay. Is this master somebody maybe we should know about?
Well, it depends on what you would want to know about.
Well, who is he? Is it a he?
It is a he.
Ah. Then who's your master? Is he
The person who gives
does he
me
have-
orders.
Nope. Okay. That's cool. Did he tell you that if we did anything that you were supposed to help us or hurt us,
No,
just watch us?
just watch.
Fantastic. Welcome aboard.
Thanks.
He's just here to watch us.
I definitely want to shoot this fucking bird.
Who's their master?
Don't shoot the
Didn't
bird.
tell me.
Hey,
Bartos. The only
That
time
bird
you-
turns into a dragon, it's your fault.
My fault?
Yes.
No, it is our fault for leaving it here. Your fault. It should not be here. Parthos, the first thing you do when you want to hunt something is you get information about it. Is learning our daily routines, what we practice, how we do stuff, everything, and you just let it.
get a gag.
And it won't tell you who sent it.
It
Just
has wings. Can you just drop it off the side? It'll fly away.
Oh, let him just rest his wings. He's not hurting nothing.
He's watching
here
us
2
for
days.
some reason.
He's been here 2 days.
And what has he seen?
Zykor, while you were saying he's watching us, gathering our daily routines, understanding everything, the bird just kind of looks at you and goes, "Yeah."
Wait, is it talking in common?
No, it's just nodding. Like, yes.
And what's the difference? You know, in 3 days when we do whatever we gotta do, our routine's gonna change. So it's not like he's learning anything important.
Just send him away, Geragak.
Hey, Bird, what's your name?
My
What's
name?
your name? Yeah,
Bird.
Bird. Can you go back to your master who gives you orders and tell him we just doing boring stuff up here?
Not until I was requested to come back and report.
When is that?
Not sure.
Are you sure that time hasn't already happened and you should have gone back already?
Roll a persuasion check.
Not totally
damn.
unpersuasive.
Depends. Please tell me that's still
The
succeeding.
bird looks at you and goes, "You know, that's a good point. I should go check." And just flies away.
No shot. Let's go.
How low did you roll? Because you threw your head back. It's got to be like a 10 or a 1. I thought you rolled like a 10 or an 11. It was like 1 point
No.
lower.
No.
Oh, that's beautiful.
So Seagull flies away. And now for the stuff that happens today on this roll.
You said it passed without any sense.
That was yesterday. Garagak rolled a 46 for today.
Oh, that's right.
A seagull lands on the side of the ship.
God damn.
Is it the same one?
No. Well, it'd be hard to tell. Because
It's a seagull.
it's a seagull.
I talked to it in
Ask him.
Druidic.
Yeah.
How's it going?
Hey.
You were sent by some master that he wanted you to watch us and see what we do?
Yeah.
How long do you think you're gonna stay there?
Well, until they ask me to come back, baby, it's all loosey-goosey.
And are you sure that time hasn't already happened?
Roll a persuasion check.
Let's
You
go.
could have got more information about who this one's master was.
It worked. Once.
Oh,
Oh shit.
let's go.
Damn. You're right. I should go check. He flies away.
Oh man.
Problem solved.
Yeah, now you don't have to kill some innocent life, yeah?
I mean, first off, it's a construct, so it's not killing anything.
It's a druid.
Construct.
It's a druid.
No, it's a construct.
Zykor,
It spoke Druidic.
as the birds are flying away, you see like they briefly turn into humanoid shapes and then turn into giant eagles and fly away.
They're druids.
Don't kill people.
Constructs.
Tepartos, was there any note of any druids working high up in Xerxes?
Not that Tepartos has.
Okay, I couldn't remember one of the three. That's
No.
So, Zykor, I don't
Goliath,
think
no
we've
druid.
been introduced. I'm a Nook. Apparently I'm a construct.
No,
Hey, me too.
you're no.
I just keep piloting.
Mid-afternoon of the third day, you guys arrive at Gauntlgrym, and it is destroyed. There are like the entire city has been pretty much sieged down to rubbles, and like the foundation of maybe 2 or 3 buildings are still half standing.
Ungra, we're here.
Kind of like pops out so everybody can talk to him. Yep, it looks like the right spot, all right.
Was it like this the last time you were here?
No, it was still a city.
Right, right. So we need to go in through the forge,
Yeah,
assuming likely at the center.
yeah. It kind of points, and you see like underneath some collapsed walls, there is what is clearly like the entrance to a large stone staircase that leads downwards.
All right. Is there any more preparation anybody needs to do before we head out?
No, I think I'm good.
yes.
Yeah.
Um,
Did we ever get
Can we talk about what the kids
What
are
the
gonna do
equipment
when we're
was?
No, I never made them.
Devin, what'd you say?
done? Can we talk about what the kids are gonna do while we're gone? For
Yeah.
Oh, they're gonna fly the ship around and wait for us.
Yes, that was part of my thing. Zexim is in charge to a certain degree as far as supervision. Soupville Gum Gum, do your jobs. I trust all of you.
Phil and Soup salute, and Gum Gum goes, kind of like, why does the fancy person get to be in charge?
Gum Gum, you used all of our munitions in a day.
In training?
Yes, but now we do not have any munitions.
You know, I see your point. Okay.
Zexim's just here
Salutes.
to oversee the same way we did. All of you keep the young ones safe. The older ones, they've all been shown jobs and stuff to do.
Yeah, they all have stuff.
Stay in the area. Try to shoo off any seagulls if they show up. It's odd.
Mr. Muttons just kind of looks up at the party. It's on the deck of the ship getting ready to descend. He goes, well, I will make sure I take care of any seagulls that come this way. I will smother them.
With your fluff, yes.
No. With the entire weight of my being until they cease existence. To protect the child.
Yup. Okay, we will have either a pile of people or food for the next few days when we return. So, Gergak, your sheep is very strange.
Yak, you might want to talk with your sheep.
Uh,
It doesn't have to be now, but
It did just say it would murder people for that little girl, which, to be fair, I think most of us would, but
he technically said he'd murder them with cuddles.
that's not much better.
No.
Puddles that will snap the bones and pierce the lungs. Truly horrific death to those who would threaten the child.
so you do understand how this might be a little bit concerning from a psychological perspective, yes, Geragak?
Yeah, like it could be a little alarming.
Yeah,
You know,
just
but
something
He's
to keep
protecting
in
the
mind.
Kid.
That little
is
girl is going to grow up to be a warlock to Mr. Muttons.
Yeah.
Nothing would please me more.
Yeah, and I'm the weird one for talking about shooting a bird.
No, I don't like that either! Zykor, I don't
Person.
You're on the same side here! I don't like that! Regardless, we have a big hullabaloo ahead of us. We are going to go into the deepest parts of the abyss, full of horrible demons. Zykor, did you tell us the stuff you learned from the gnome?
Fuck no.
Cool.
Not at this point.
We're gonna all die in the fucking abyss.
You're such an asshole.
I'm sorry I made a bunch of points day one that ended up day 3 making sense to people later.
Green, you! The entire
Not you. I was like, was talking about the bird, and he was like, yeah, blah, blah, this can happen. I was like, yeah, and he's the only one that can turn into animals. Like, made a point, and then that apparently wasn't relevant until day 3 when he used Druidic.
We're trying our best here, man. We're a very hodgepodge of people.
Yeah.
But we have a lot going forward from what Gungrar said, that we will be facing harrowing trials of demons, and that keep our heads down as much as possible, press forward after we fight this titan, and do everything in our power to get in, get out as quickly as possible. I am using my inspiring leader. Everyone, 6 allies up to myself can see, hear, or understand you within 30 feet. Each creature gains 17 temp H point.
Oh yeah.
17 temp HP. Once per short rest. Everyone gets an additional 17 hit points. Because I
Yay.
spent a lot of time hanging out with Olan.
At some point before we disembark, I would walk by Tapartos and say, if for your sake, I have to end up killing demons, or we kill the demons or devils, bless them. And walk away.
Okay.
Make
That
sure
was
you're taking
ominous.
blessed.
Oh, I got blessed.
Let us descend, unless there is anything else we have to do up here. To the ruined city of Gauntlgrym. Do we
Down
see
we go.
people, like, walking around at all?
No, it is fucked.
I just wasn't sure if this was, like, recently sieged and people are still picking up the pieces, or...
No, like most of the ruins are like grown over, and like this place has not been touched in years.
Okay, let us see.
Down we descend.
How are you guys clearing the massive stone walls that have fallen over the steps?
Pick them up.
Well,
Garagak, roll me an athletics check.
Do you want help?
Sure.
I will help try and move things.
Make it with advantage, or both of you can roll separately.
How do you want to do it?
I'll give you advantage.
Sit back and watch for a few minutes.
Oh,
Garagak, unfortunately, you cannot lift the stone. It is
Feels bad.
very heavy.
I'm just trying to encourage my friends. Anuk, do you want to do the thing?
Oh yeah, a wild shape into a belay and dig through.
Okay, you dig through. You have a clear path. You start descending down these stairs, and it is getting hot. Very hot as you descend down. You immediately start sweating, even through this protection that your rings give you and your items, various. You guys feel this heat. It's not enough to cause you pain as you're descending, but you can tell that it's hot. As you travel down these stairs, you see a massive glowing forge.
this looks like it's it.
So before we get into this, Alex,
Yes.
Ian, wonderful
Yes.
person. You gave us the shield of the Uben rune,
Correct.
and did you change that? Because it gives immunity to cold damage. Did you change that, or did you...
Yeah, it was fire because it was a red shield.
Okay.
And I believe Tapartos is using that currently. Because
I am.
you... Oh, there you go.
Yeah, he is. And I think I received just a plate body.
Yes,
Or a
you
set
got
of full
you got
with
plate.
The
Also, Ian, something I noticed.
yes,
You've been using a shield of warning, correct?
I have.
Orc Splitter's a two-handed weapon.
Great.
So
Oh, that's strapped on my back now.
we've been... I didn't think about it.
I didn't either.
And then I was looking at Dwarven plate because I was like, yeah, okay, how is it so hot? Oh.
Oh.
So you'll have
To
to
be
kind of
fair, you've not
make
hit a
those
lot
choices.
of things with Orc
That's
Splitter.
true.
Yeah,
in
so
most combats.
you'll have to kind of make choices of like,
Yes.
are you going for the AC and using, I don't even know what other weapons you have.
I've got a mace.
Yeah, so it's either like, are you using mace and the shield, or are you using Orc Split?
Yeah.
Your choice.
Sweet.
Is it two-handed for a dwarf or two-handed for his like 11-foot tall giant self?
Because it's a magic weapon, when you attune to it, it shifts to your size.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, just like if you guys find like magic armor, when you attune to it, it'll and like shift to fit the person. The only specific ones that are weird are like Dwarven plate, which is made for dwarves specifically, but even that we kind of fudged because of Ian's whole
Yeah, you're kind of a dwarf.
This situation.
Yeah.
genetic situation.
My hodgepodge.
Yeah. Yeah, so you guys are standing at this forge.
Well, we know what lies ahead of us down there.
Did Gungrar say just literally jump in the forge?
Jump. Well, Gungrar, jump in.
Well, do you want to get into the abyss?
That would be a yes.
Okay.
Real quick. I have one death ward I can give out. Does anybody have a vote as to who would be best suited for it?
You're
You.
the healer?
All right. Just wanted to ask.
I
I'll
don't need it.
slap that on myself.
Alex, can I just assume yesterday I cast that contingency I talked with you about a few weeks ago?
Yes.
Cool. Because it's a 10-day thing, so it was
Yeah.
easy to go a big fight, you know.
So
Yeah,
I'm
that's
gonna
fine.
try something here. I'm gonna go over to Garagak, and I'm gonna pull out and cast Druidcraft, which he knows. But the plant that grows is a little coffee tree. And I'm gonna pluck a little berry and I'm gonna give it to Garagak. This a special berry. This make you not take naps.
Okay.
Eat
I'll
that
take the
before
berry.
we go fight, and you won't take any naps.
I'll eat the berry.
What did you
What's
just
this?
cast?
What does this do?
Druidcraft?
Good bear?
Is it just a berry?
No, the whole point is
Psychosomatic.
Garagak thinks that he's
Cool.
not going to take a nap now.
I love that. All right.
It's fair.
And I would kind of like step up on the side. If anyone has any objections, here we go.
After I eat the berry, I just jump into the fire.
All right,
'cause I
and I
can't
would
nap.
follow through.
Decision made. Jumping in.
Awesome.
I
All of
go
you
with 'em.
guys, just for the sake of this, all of you guys,
Would have taken.
35 points of fire damage for entering this area.
That would have been terrible, but in this area, it's going to be much worse.
Let's jump down here.
I'm immune to heat, fire damage.
So I had to make do here because our dear friends at 2 Minute Tabletop do not have a like elemental plane of fire map, but they do have fire spell effects.
That's fair.
This is
Nice.
cool and ominous
Those are
looking.
great.
I thought it would be good. So yeah, thank you guys at 2 Minute Tabletop. I mean, you know, shout y'all out all the time. Basically every time I do a combat, it's with you guys. You guys are great. Check them out. The people at home that are doing online tabletop stuff. They're a super cool program. Not sponsors or anything like that. Don't think that. We're just shouting out the cool people that let us be able to do what we do.
This room is just made of fire.
Yes. So as you guys jump in, you land on a solid floor of lava stone. And the heat around you is fucking intense. You gather that at the beginning of every round of combat, you guys would be taking roughly 4d6 of fire damage
Christ.
every round.
Yeah, I can't heal through that.
But because you guys switched all your armor, stuff like that around, you guys aren't taking anything from the residual effects. And sitting across from you, you see a massive incarnation of flame. This, like, the top half is loosely humanoid, these two arms, this, like, scowling face, just roaring. That funnels down into almost like a cyclone of fire at the base. Think like Jafar when he turns into a genie at the end of Aladdin. The original Aladdin, not the remake.
What does he speak?
How would you know that?
What if I just said hey to him?
In common? He's
Infernal.
hey, an
You
infernal.
speak infernal?
Yeah, I don't know why.
You say hey in infernal, and the rest of you just hear Garrett go. It does not seem to
That's you.
understand you.
Oh yeah,
As infernal is the language of devils.
I had no idea what it was. It just,
Not
you know,
infern. I get it.
Infernal.
Yeah.
I was like, hey, maybe.
So should I be right to assume that all the stuff on here is effectively flame hazards?
But he just did
Yes,
it for
but
the-
they don't interact with you
Oh, okay.
because they're all like they're like base fire damage. So
Not super ultra special Maegera fire damage.
right.
Yeah.
Alrighty, everybody, you know the drill. Click your tokens. Roll for initiative.
Yep. Yo, we're just ripping some bangers right now. This initiative sucks.
Yo,
What the hell?
there you go.
Alright.
One of you gets to go before the creature.
Oh, man.
The order for this combat will be Zykor, Maegera the Dawn Titan, Ileana, Tapartos, Lysander, Garagak, then Anuk.
Why didn't we get cool sounds in the way we were set?
Because we're not Maegera the Dawn Titan.
Sorry, let me do this again. In today's combat, the order will be... Zykor, you are first to act.
As we come through, I would instantly be looking for the door on the other side that we were told about.
It is wreathed in flames. You cannot really see an exit.
Obviously, he's super tall.
It's about 18 feet tall. About 12 feet just wide of just girth.
I'm just going to move over here and kind of do my best to make myself as unnoticeable as possible in this giant plate of fire. I'm not going to do anything yet.
Are you going to hide?
Yeah.
Okay.
I just don't know how it's going to work with a bunch of fucking fire.
Just duck into the flames.
You are immune to flame, so you could technically like duck into the flames against the wall.
Yeah.
So go ahead and roll a stealth check. All right.
That must have been a bad roll. It was.
And then are you holding your action to do something, or are you just passing?
I will hold my action and shoot my oath bow after it attacks something else.
Okay. Okay, waiting to see if it's actually like hostile immediately. Like, okay, you good?
I'm assuming it's hostile, but we can't take normal fire damage.
Yeah, to answer your question you asked in the chat, Anouk, you cannot take magic from anything that is not of like a prideitic level. So like normal fire spells, things like that, you're immune to because of the rings and things, and you guys have resistance to power, like that super powerful fire damage. It immediately rushes forwards. It is going to... let's see here. Lysander's wearing plate, correct?
Correct, yeah.
Cool, so it's going to go for Garagak.
That's valid.
Does it like my naked body?
It loves your naked body. And it's going to make 3 attacks.
Oh, good. First one misses, the other 2 hit.
Okay, so you are going to take a total of 41 bludgeoning damage.
Which I take none of, right?
Incorrect. It is magical attacks.
It's magical bludgeoning?
It is.
Oh, man.
I mean, it's...
And then on top of that, you'll take
fire monster.
26 fire damage, halved. So that is after it's halved.
Okay.
No, math. 29. So total, it's 70 total. Damn it.
Yeah.
So close.
What?
69 damage.
Just subtract 1.
Yeah, you take 1 less damage.
Oh, let's go.
Nice.
That's nice.
To be fair, I did warn you how tough this would be.
So, without my rage being activated, I am half health right now.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
That takes us to...
I shoot it now?
Yeah, you shoot it now.
This is gonna do probably nothing to this deitic flame monster. I miss it. That was the worst roll.
Oh no!
Oh,
Why do you only have +4?
Sharpshooter.
Oh. Yeah, on the big bads, maybe not the time for sharpshooter, but I like your enthusiasm here.
I'm about to take it off now. I just want to.
It's cool that Beyond 20 lets you just add sharpshooter, like
Right.
as a thing. That's dope. Ileana, that makes it your turn.
Okay, I'm assuming it has reach on me, right? Assuming that 10-foot reach.
It has reach, yes.
So yeah, so if I move, I will get that AOO. I'm gonna risk it anyway. Go ahead and roll an attack of opportunity while I move up towards Zyko.
It depends on how far it's range. She may not leave it. It may not be 10
Ooh.
feet.
Is that where you're stopping?
Yes.
Okay.
So it has at least
Okay.
20. Oh god.
I can see. I'm sure I saw Zyko go and try to be stealthy and hide in the flames and stuff. And I'm
Oh
like,
yeah, Zach. Wait, hold on. Roll your attack again. You were hidden.
Oh. No, that one hit.
That's better.
That one does hit.
Probably takes like 3 damage.
So all of that gets added, right? No, what's your sworn enemy? You haven't done that yet, right?
Nope.
Okay, so it's 39 total?
Correct.
Nice.
Okay.
Yeah, I haven't said anything about sworn enemies yet because that's only once per day.
Yeah, that's fine. You shoot this thing, and it kind of... Your arrow flies through it, but you can see that it hits resistance. And it is doing damage.
Yeah, I'm not completely useless like I thought I was going to be.
No. Ileana, you just did your movement.
Mhm.
So what do you want to do?
Action to pat Zyko on the back and say good job and give him greater invisibility.
Nice.
Oh, fuck yeah. Fuck regular hiding.
Desk left.
Fuck regular hiding.
That's awesome.
And I guess seeing Gale gag. Well, no, I'd save it. She wouldn't got a killing ward yet. That's it.
Okay. Smart. I like that tactical thinking. That's good stuff. Ileana, at the end of your turn, Maegera is going to take a legendary
Rare
action.
action.
A legendary action. And you see Maegera reaches to the side and mutters in this deep voice, and this, out of the wall of flames, another fire elemental appears.
Ah, damn. At least this one's smaller.
It's Partos, your turn.
Fuck. Seeing what's going on and how thrashed your boy Garagak just got, I'm gonna run myself back here. Get a more advantageous area. And then I'm going to cast Beacon of Hope. I'm gonna start concentrating on that. So now everybody has advantage on wisdom saving throws and death saving throws, and any healing you get is going to be the maximum amount from that spell.
Nice.
And alongside that, I am going to throw down a second level. Actually, no. Let's do a third level healing word into Garagak. No, second level. We'll see how fucked up everybody gets first.
That's fair.
So that's going to be 2d4 plus 8, so 8, 16.
So it'd be 16?
Should be.
Yeah, so Garagak, you heal 16.
Oh yeah.
Oof.
Awesome.
That's better than nothing, brother.
Yeah, it's better than it was.
Yeah, no, for sure.
It's Partos. Anything else?
That's it for right now.
Lysander.
Cool. So I am going to bonus action cast Spirit Shroud and designate cold damage. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
What do Spirit Shroud?
It's the one I used on the things. Call forth the spirits of the dead, which float around you for the spell's duration. Spirits are intangible and invulnerable. Till the spell ends, its concentration up to a minute. It deals an extra 1d8, extra damage when you hit a creature within 10 feet of you. Damage is radiant, necrotic, or cold. I designated cold. Any creature that takes damage this turn can't regain hit points. In addition, any creature of your choice that you can see starts its turn with 10 feet, within 10 feet of me, has its speed reduced by 10. So, that.
Nice.
And then I will walk around it and swing. Is this enough to count as flank?
Yeah, that's fine. technically not, but it's a big creature. You're on both sides. That's fine.
Okay. Oofed. A 14.
14 will not succeed, unfortunately.
Yikes. Second attack. 32.
Oh, that's pretty good.
That's a natural 20. Yeah.
And I'm going to do a second level Divine Smite, which is 3d8.
It'd be 68.
Oh, I thought we were gonna just double it. I'll roll the 3 again.
Oh no, I can double it. That's fine. I always go with rolling twice rather than.
I mean, I will. I just forgot.
Yeah, I would just because if you roll really low on a crit and then you your crit's like I did 4 extra damage. There you go.
Wow.
It's literally the exact same
Okay.
dice. And then it also takes 7 cold damage from the hit.
Did you double that as well?
I did not. That was just the roll, so an additional 14 cold.
Okay, so
That was from just Spirit Shroud as a base.
25.
Paladins.
Yeah, it was a good hit.
Wow.
A 68, I think.
So it'd be 20 plus 5 for 25 plus 34 for 59 plus 14,
Yeah.
so 73.
Oh, okay. I did the 13 plus 7 instead of just doubling the 13. And
That's a
it can't,
fucking hit.
and it can't regain hit points until the end of my turn. Or end of my next turn.
All
Nice.
right.
And that is it. Garagak, did you include your temp hit points when you got hit?
No.
Because you had an additional 17.
Yeah, let me go ahead and get that 17 back real quick. That's pretty important. Yeah, okay, I'm looking way better now. All right.
I was like, wait, you shouldn't be at half health. You had at least 17 points to sink.
I literally wrote it down and still forgot.
That's fair.
Yeah, Garagak, you are up.
Yep. Okay, I'm raging. For sure.
Yeah, that seems fair.
Yeah. And then I'm gonna bash it.
All right.
That's really bad.
Miss. That'll hit.
That's a little better. Man, it's so
Does
close.
he have
1-0.
advantage because of where Lysander is?
Yeah, that's the first hit.
Okay, just checking.
He's rolling with advantage.
Okay.
Yeah.
With the
Oh, I
13,
see.
9, 26, yeah.
I thought that was just barbarian stuff, so, you know.
Nah,
Are you attacking recklessly?
no,
Okay, cool.
not right now.
I was just curious. It doesn't matter to me if you
Yeah,
did that
yeah.
or not.
Yeah, totally fine, right?
it'd be cool. You know,
Yeah.
it'd be fun.
I don't know if I want to do that against like an elemental god. You know, I don't think it needs any help.
No. It sure does not. Let's see.
I love how this
Uh,
token lines up with your circle, so it looks like he's just ripping ass in a circle.
Yeah.
Right back onto the top of his head.
Yeah,
An Ouroboros, a fire eating its own tail.
yeah.
15 damage, right?
Yes.
Okay.
When does I mean, he was just summoned, so we haven't seen the little elemental move. He doesn't go before me.
No.
Okay.
Just dump a bucket of water on him, it'll be fine.
Water will evaporate before it even gets to him.
Yeah, there's no water here.
This room's very hot. Our sweat is evaporating off of us, I'm sure.
We're all steaming.
I am going to wild shape. And this is a shape that nobody's seen before. Something I saw on the bottom of the ocean. It's a water and lava combination. And I wild shaping into a blister coil weird.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
That sounds awesome.
What size?
It is medium size, so it's just my
Perfect.
size for now. I am going to take part of my 40 feet of movement. So that's 25 feet to get there. And I'm going. That's it. That's all I can do. Because I have to use my action to wild shape.
That's okay. You're doing new fancy stuff.
I'm excited
Yeah.
to see what this weird lava fish will do.
Blister Coil Weird is part of the
Ravnica, isn't it?
Ravnica. Yes, I was trying to think of the word. It's part of one of the MTG crossover books. It's very cool. Zykor.
Well, knowing I don't have to necessarily stay hidden in the flames, I'm going to move this way, assuming it was protecting the door.
Zykor just leaves.
No,
I know, I'm kidding.
just moving over here, and I will shoot it again. 19.
19 hits.
45.
45 damage.
Hell yeah.
It's not nothing.
It's nothing. So wait till I can
It's
attack
not
twice.
nothing.
Wait till I can attack twice. I don't sneak attack every time, but I'll be able to do it.
Anything else, Zykor?
Continuously keeping my eye around this area of the room for if it's necessary that we have to defeat this thing and knock it out, or once it gets low enough that the door just kind of reveals itself.
Okay, sounds good. That brings us back to Maegera the Dawn Titan's turn.
And her new little friend.
And her new little friend. Oh. I didn't read all of this.
What are you reading?
That's dirty.
Give us a challenge, baby.
This is
Already
might
a challenge.
this might just fucking kill you guys. I'm so sorry.
We lived a good life.
We die.
The children,
I should have read through this better. Dear God.
the children will
Okay.
be forever protected by Mr. Muttons.
Oh
I'm
my
back to
God.
playing my normal dickwad.
I have my
Okay.
backup character.
Same.
Break out
Holy
Tony,
shit.
Tony.
Okay. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. You guys are powerful.
Yeah.
The fire does half damage. There's no area effects. You guys are gonna be fine.
You know it's bad when the DM's scared.
At the beginning of Maegera's turn, billowing out of the creature is a plume of flames. Everyone except for Zykor takes 35 fire damage.
Is that already half?
Half, so 17.
Temp HP!
I
Yeah.
grow a size.
Yeah.
Oh, you dirty bastard! Why did I ever feel bad for you people?
Wait, what'd you say?
He grew in size. He absorbs fire.
I feed on fire. If the weird takes fire damage from a spell or other magical effect, its size increases by 1 category.
Rob,
If
I
there
love
isn't enough room for the weird to increase in size, it attains the maximum size possible in the space available. When the weird is large or bigger, it makes strength saving checks with savings throws and saving throws with advantage. If the weird starts its turn at gargantuan size, the weird releases energy in an explosion that each creature within 30 feet of the weird must take a d12 dex saving throw,
Uh-oh.
taking 8d6 fire damage on a failed save, or half as much on a successful one.
Oh, and that's fucking dirty because all you guys are immune to fire.
Mm-hmm.
I
Stay
imagine so's Maegera.
this far away from.
Still, though, the fact that you're just... Because do you take damage from fire, or do you just absorb it?
I have to be able to take the damage.
Oh,
to be able
okay,
to do
so... Okay, cool. If you had another ability that was like, oh, also, you can't hurt me again, I was going to be really sad, but also really proud
I
of
do
you.
have this shield that makes me immune to fire.
Yeah. But again,
Just-
that's your it's still that like different
Yeah.
power level thing, but still.
Which is why I was making sure.
Yeah.
Alex,
Um,
that's not a spell, correct?
What he just did? No.
Yeah.
No, no,
I
no,
said
it's just-
magical effect.
it is a magical ability because like everything this creature does is
Yeah, but it's
magical,
not a spell. I was
yeah.
just trying to confirm.
Now it's gonna start its turn. Oh yeah.
Oh, I also have to make a con save.
So does Tepartos.
I have to what?
make a concentration check off that 17 damage. So it'll be DC 10.
D10. I don't want to say anything, actually. Yeah, okay, great. Yeah,
I'm not
that's
used to
probably
having concentration spells because I hit them and they go away.
fine.
Garagak.
Yep.
This thing doesn't like you.
It's fair.
I hit it more.
Yeah, here's the thing about that. You guys... I'm not gonna say it. It's fine.
He's an orc hater.
He's secretly racist.
It's just secretly racist.
This
Not to
racist
orcs, just
infernal
half
god.
orcs. Just half orcs,
Just half orcs.
specifically. Garagak, 3 attacks.
Yep. I think that one misses. Yeah, that one misses.
So just the one?
Just the one.
Okay. So that'll be... So 23 damage.
23?
23 damage, yeah.
So I take half the bludgeoning and half the fire.
Yeah, so it's 6 from the bludgeoning, 16 from... So 22.
Yeah.
You still
Yeah.
up?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's way less than he healed last turn with, like, thinking about, like, the temporary and then your healing word and shit like that. Like, he's going.
Yep.
The fire elemental. Going to go for the closest target. Which, you know, kind of a downside of this whole thing. It's going to make 2 attacks on you. On Nook. The blister
13
coil
is the armor
weird.
class.
13? Wow.
Yeah.
Low.
2.
It's only a CR5 creature.
Still misses.
Misses twice. Which honestly is probably for the best for me on it.
I do love that its attack is just called touch. It just goes, nyeh, doot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So are the little ones deitic level as well? Or nigh deitic level, whatever?
Do they have Titan Flame?
Yes, because they respond from Maegera.
Okay.
Ileana, that is your turn.
I'll cast Mirror Image on myself. And Sanctuary on Photos.
Okay.
Sanctuary do again?
I have to make a wisdom saving throw before I can attack you.
Oh, sweet. Thank you.
Yeah. So, like, if I go to attack you, I have to make a wisdom saving throw. If I fail, I have to attack something else.
Ah.
Like, the attack goes to a different target, but...
Yeah.
Ileana, anything else?
Excellent.
Nope, that is it for me.
Spartos.
All right. I'm going to throw down a mass healing word. Just hit everybody with that. So, yeah, gonna be 13 hit points back to everybody. But anybody else who I know, Garagak got a little beat up, and other folks like that.
Onyx Blister Coil got a little fucked up, too.
Yeah.
So,
It lost the temporary hit points is all. It
those
was
wouldn't...
17.
Oh well.
The 17 temporary wouldn't transfer to your wild shapes because it's a separate life pool. Just like your normal HP is
Okay.
separate from your wild shape HP.
Okay. Good
Sweet,
to
then it
know.
wasn't a total waste.
No, yeah.
Anyway, folks who need it, get back 13, and I'm also going to actually. That's it for right now. I want to hold my shield up. I'm scared to pull out Orc Splitter.
Okay. Onyx, to clarify, you do still have those temporary hit points as on Nook. Like, it's not like they just go
Yeah.
away, but...
I just thought when I wild shaped, because I keep most everything else in wild shape, it's not polymorph.
Wild shape, you get... It's specifically because your life pool, like your health total changes.
Okay. Oh, that's fine.
So Tapartos takes
Yeah.
a turn. Are you, like, taking, like, the dodge action?
Actually, yeah,
Because you have an action still, so...
I do. I'm going to prepare the dodge action in case
Okay.
anything comes at me.
Perfect. After your turn, Tapartos is going to take a legendary action. So everybody except for Ileana is going to take 15, so 7 fire damage.
7 more fire damage.
And I
You're
grow.
gonna grow a size, yeah.
Big boy. Soon Anook's just gonna be pressed against me.
Wait, everyone besides me or everyone besides Zyko?
Everyone besides Zykor, sorry. It's a
Okay.
60-foot... No, actually, Zykor, you would also take this 7. And yeah, concentration checks from everybody.
Yep.
I mean, it's a low
DC 10.
DC, but still.
Oh, don't like that at all.
Oh no, it went down to temporary 10 HP.
Just you wait, boy.
I'm gonna run away. I'm gonna find that door.
Lysander.
We're back to classic Lysander, where I'm just going to hit him again.
Classic paladin move. I love it.
Because I also have the thing that means I should keep hitting it.
29 will hit. On your first hit, and this is the thing that I didn't read earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Whenever you hit it, you take 35 fire damage. So 17 fire damage.
Wow.
Great. That's all I got.
That's what I was like. I was like, oh no.
Oh, do you want me to re-roll Shroud, or do we just want to keep 7?
7's fine.
Okay. So it will be perpetually getting on top of these 7 cold damage.
That's fine. So 15, 23 total.
I believe you.
Okay.
9 plus 7, yes.
9 plus 7 plus 6 for the radiant from your strikes that you get innately.
And then if a 17 hits?
17 misses.
Okay. And that is my turn. It still has lesser 10 feet and cannot heal.
Yes. Yes, that thing. That there.
It seemed important. It worked before.
It is important.
Because I'm sure it just heals from the environment being made of fire.
Not exactly. But Garagak, it is your turn.
Yep. Is it 20 hit?
20 hits.
Alright.
So you take 17 fire damage.
Yep.
Then 27 for sure hits. You take 17 fire damage.
Let's go.
So 34 total.
Yep.
And then that is a total of 14, 16, 60 plus 18, 34. Okay. Anuk.
Stand behind Garagak and pump hit points into him the entire fight.
I'm almost dead.
It's okay, you ate the coffee bean. You won't die.
Yeah.
Exactly, you won't take naps. It's a
Vibing.
Senzu bean. I'm going to try to hit it with a slam, because that's pretty much all I have.
So, yeah, 20 hits.
8 bludgeoning damage, and it doesn't take fire damage because I believe it's immune.
Correct, yeah. So 8 bludgeoning.
Yep.
And you
I
take
take
17 and grow
17.
bigger.
And you take 17 fire damage and grow. So
And
you
I
go-
can occupy their squares, too.
Yes, there's just this like commingling of fire elementals all just kind of around.
Yeah, Lysander's just like, ah.
So, let's see.
Which
It's
fire is
medium
which
to
fire?
large to giant. Giant to what?
Huge,
I hit
and then
gargantuan?
Huge.
gargantuan?
Then gargantuan.
Giant,
Okay.
huge. Yeah, because then it's colossal. But you'll never hit colossal because that's ridiculous.
It says specifically that I don't.
Yeah, because you explode when you hit gargantuan, right?
Yes.
Do you explode and go back to medium, or do you
Yep.
just explode? Oh, that's so ridiculous.
Nice.
That shit's wild.
Since I got bigger, I think I want to move a little bit.
Okay.
5, 10, 15. I don't want to leave its threat range,
Yeah, you're right on the cusp, so you're fine.
but I wanted to move the 15 feet just a little bit farther from my friends in case I blow up.
That's fair. Oh wait, Zykor, you were up first. I accidentally hit the arrow again. So Zykor, go.
Alright, I'm going to move over here. Because that should be far enough away now. Yeah, fuck that thing. One more square. I have 40 feet of movement. And I'm gonna shoot it.
This is what happens when you make the rogue invisible.
Yep.
So 41.
Yo.
Yes. Anything else?
Nope.
Okay. Maegera's turn. Oh, actually, Zykor, at the end of your turn, it's going to do the Misty thing again. So everybody except for you takes 7 fire damage.
And I grow bigger.
Can I sentinel off that?
No, it's not an attack.
Okay.
I'm not gonna. This is the biggest your token has ever been.
No.
No, the whale.
Oh, the whale.
A spirit trout drops.
Is that 2 natural ones in your guys' saves?
Damn. Yep.
No, dude. So Zycor is visible.
Yep.
Oh.
The shroud is gone.
The shroud is gone. I have 2 more spell slots at that level.
He's like, I'm about to hit the shit out of Lysander.
Nuke Lysander for a turn and then turn back to Garagak like, sup, bitch. Garagak, 3 attacks on you, man.
Yeah. Come on,
Maybe
man.
I won't roll shitty bad with my
might
plus
want
rolls.
to- Just a little bit of suggestion. You might want to roll a little bit, like 15 feet away from me.
They're immune to fire damage.
Oh, okay.
When I blow up, it's not going to affect them.
No, because it's all fire damage, right?
Okay. I just wanted to make sure.
Yeah, no, you'll be all right.
Yeah, so even if I blow up, it's not going to affect the creatures either.
Still, though, you are putting yourself up as an obstacle. Like, I
That's
love
huge.
that.
Quite literally.
Also, they make Blister Coil Weird so cool.
Right?
I love that. 3 attacks. Garagak.
Yep. Mm.
Oof.
Yep.
Oh.
Well, I'm dead. Yep. Fuck yeah. Let's go.
Like dead.
Oh! Okay, so let's do this one at a time.
Oh no.
So the first one is going to do 28.
Yep.
Are you still up?
Yep.
Okay, so then the crit goes to you. So that's 18.
The crit wasn't 2 death saves, so that's cool.
I'm at 1 HP on that last attack, by the way.
Okay, so this one just fully...
Bodies you.
Yeah.
So this would drop you to 0.
Yep.
Oh.
Which means you
up to
pop
1.
back up with 1.
I'm back up to 1.
So then the last one is the, like, motherfucker, boom!
Yep. And now I'm back on the ground.
Who said you could take a nap? You ate the bean. You can't take naps.
As I'm going down, Anouk, this bean was bad.
You gave him the bean, and apparently the fire elemental said, yes, that's the target.
I'm so
Yeah,
tired.
he sensed a coffee bean in his belly.
Who knew? It would just take a Titan God wailing on me from 4 turns straight to knock me out.
You're so fucking hard to kill.
4 turns straight of 3 attacks each.
I still appreciate that this one, it took till its final strike to knock you down.
Yeah.
You didn't lose any death saves from it, which is awesome.
Yeah.
Because if the first one knocked you out, you would be dead.
Oh, yeah.
Because
Maegera
it's 2
is going
fails
to
and then another
use
one.
A bonus action to absorb the fire elemental that they summoned.
Alex!
Don't like this at all.
And it heals.
It heals.
Of course it does.
And you see some of the flames that had been starting to dissipate fill back in.
Alright.
Casting that
body.
fucking shroud.
Piss off a druid. See what happens.
Ileana.
Is Beacon of Hope still up?
Yes.
Cool. If I'm watching Geotech fall, I'll run over there and use my 6th level spell slot to drop a cure wounds.
Oh my god, max 6th level cure wounds.
Oh,
Hell yeah.
So that's
How much
48 plus.
Should be 48 plus your spellcasting mod.
Yeah, what's your wisdom modifier?
And I also have like domain, so I get that extra 2
yeah.
plus spell
Yeah.
level.
So they're gonna roll it for it to show up appropriately to have all
That's
the
fair.
pluses.
Plus 10, so 58 you're healed for, Garagak.
58?
Yep.
Nice. I just like raise up. I love coffee!
So
Caffeine! That's your action and your movement.
I have 5 feet of movement remaining. So bonus action, Misty Step. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Misty Step for 30, and then my last 5 feet of movement.
Okay.
Clever.
Nice.
And that's it for me.
I love it. Tapartos?
You take
All
the
right.
little red X off of Garagak, it would make me feel better.
Me too. Also, because I'm going to cast another 4th level Cure Wounds for my Staff of Healing into Garagak.
Let's go.
Nice.
Buddy, take back 32, another 42, I think. No, 40. No, 42.
42.
42?
Points of healing.
This motherfucker is just back up like almost full health, just like, woo!
I got him for another 4 turns, no problem.
See, I told you that bean at work.
That's the
That
plan.
is great.
Garagak is
It's
the
that
only
Kona
PC
copy.
that we won't let die. Anyone else, it's probably fine. Garagak, no.
No, it's fine. That just means that Garagak has to suffer through all the trauma of always watching his friends die.
That's not fun. I'm also going to use. Oh, that was for bonus action. I'm gonna throw down my mass healing word again. And everybody besides Zykor is gonna take back another 13.
Garagak, what's your max HP?
141.
Ah,
Yeah. Oh, did I just get more healing?
Yeah,
another
Sorry, I was reading
13.
something. Alright. Let's go.
I know I could be more efficient about these
Back
spell
up
slots, but fuck
over a fucking 100.
Yep.
Why did I feel bad?
It's okay,
That's my turn.
Lysander's probably gonna die.
Wait, no, that isn't my turn actually.
I am Z
Okay,
Sponge.
now that's my turn.
You hiding behind her.
No, that was good. Thank you.
Yeah.
This giant furbolg's like just full cowering behind this half orc
Yeah.
with half his
Yeah,
size.
holding
get-
his shield
you
up
got
with
it.
both hands.
Go get it, Nick. You've got this.
You hit, I'll keep you alive.
I love you guys.
Yes.
Lysander.
I sigh. I cast Spirit Shroud again.
You guys smash out the element turns around and go, why?
Fuck you, that's why.
I hit again. Or I try to.
31 hits.
13 plus 6 plus 4. So 23.
Okay.
And then 26 to hit.
Hits.
And it's 10 feet less movement and can't regain hit points.
Yeah. 17, 21.
It's like, no, this is my job to heal my friends if absolutely
Fucking
necessary.
Rudy.
And keep the enemies not to heal.
Lysander, end of your turn. It's gonna do the miss.
If my concentration fucking drops again on this. You said it's 7 that we
It's seven damage to all of you. I love the stream of just Onyx's eyes just there all of a sudden, just like,
Yeah.
hey.
He's so
Oh, I can't
big.
get past Gargant. Well,
This is,
is this
Oh,
Gargantuan?
yeah, what's after huge? Gargantuan?
What's it drops?
The Beacon of Hope.
Spirit of Beacon of Hope.
Alright, that's one of the things fucking me over off the table. We're good. We're doing stuff.
That's like a 2nd level spell. I got plenty of those.
That's a 3rd level spell, you cock.
Okay, fine.
Do you explode?
On my turn.
On your turn, okay.
So after Garagak does all this, he'll explode.
Alright, Garagak, your turn.
Alright, so, yeah, gets up after his nap. Really pissed off.
You didn't
You'll
nap. You
rage
just
again.
closed your eyes. You blinked.
Yeah, I blinked a little bit. I slipped on the lava.
Yeah, honestly, you just got rezzed after less than 6 seconds.
Yeah.
Just kind of laid down for a second, like, oh, it's slick in here.
Come on, crit. Let's go! Let's go! You just
How
gotta
can you
ask for
call
it.
those?
You just gotta ask for it. That's it.
Oh God.
Let's go.
Listen.
What's gonna happen when Alex
Listen.
actually lets him have improved critical, where he starts critting on 19s
Listen.
and 18s?
Listen.
You like that?
Roll 20 devs. Stop it.
Let's go.
Stop it. Look
You
at me.
take those.
Yes.
Stop it.
Look at those.
We take those.
We take those.
Yes. I was hoping so hard. I was gonna
Roll a d6, motherfucker.
Got 4.
I'm surprised we don't have your D6 table memorized yet.
I do, but it's only like scaling abilities, so I have to like flavor them, and that's what I have to.
No,
like,
I
pause
meant
them.
we as the party. I'm surprised we don't. I don't.
Let's see. Garagak.
Yep.
Roll 12d6.
Okay. Yeah. 46.
Garagak, you take Dandy Basher, having just popped back up, full of this crazy coffee energy, and you take one massive swing at Maegera the Dawn Titan, and you see that it surpasses any sort of resistance it may have to the attack, and hits the hardest you've ever hit something in your entire life. So all of your damage, so that's 14, 16, 62 points of damage.
It's +3 on my rage now, by the way. That's what I was reading earlier.
63 points of damage
Let's go.
directly to this thing's dome. And then you take 17 fire damage.
Yeah.
Yeah. You just in one turn negated all the healing it got.
Yes.
And I have prevented more. Dream team.
Yes.
That's gonna be better because the second swing's gonna crit too, right? Come on, crit.
That's,
Oh.
So 16 more damage.
And then on this is the one that's gonna crit. Damn, that one crit.
so close.
I'm critting.
Are you?
I'm critting. I'm bombing his ass.
Are you DM inspirationing this hit?
Yeah, I'm smoking
You
this dude.
motherfucker.
I'm fucking smoking his ass.
Roll
Oh,
fucking
God.
D6.
I mean, to be fair, Coda's the only one who's regained any DM inspiration. After
You
the fight.
you fucking monster.
Fuck this guy. He keeps hitting me.
You made me take a nap. Go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
He
This
just
is
closed
what
his
Garagak
eyes for a
does on
second.
caffeine.
He was just resting his eyes. He didn't take a nap because the bean kept him from taking a nap.
And after
right.
this, Anouk is going to fucking explode.
Oh, that's
So
not
Oh, this has
all
been
of
a
it.
fun combat.
That is
Garagak.
not all.
You strike out at this creature in this barrage of attacks. The first one knocking it clean, like you basically uppercut it into its fiery chin, and it leans back like, bro. And then the second one is like a quick shot to the gut, so it bends over. This one comes up and clean knocks its fiery head off.
Oh.
It doesn't die. It doesn't die. But
Its head will reform.
it has to regain that composure. So for the next 2 turns, it can't do the mist attack that it does when it breathes out.
Oh, I'm here for that.
Nice.
And then your dice damage would be doubled. So that's 4. I think it's 33 total between the 2 attacks.
Oh,
Because I never counted
oh
the
yeah,
second
yeah.
one.
I didn't count the second one. Yeah. Let's go.
Bruh.
You're a fucking beast. I was
Bruh.
joking. Campaign 2, I'm waiting for you to play something like a fucking Artificer, which is the polar opposite of Garagak.
Oh yeah, I plan on switching it up.
Fucking nuts. I can't believe you.
Fuck that guy. He won't stop hitting me.
You made Coda angry.
You take 34 more fire damage for the second 2 attacks.
So worth.
Fucking nuts.
And then wait, I still have a bonus action, right? Or no,
No,
I had to
you
rage.
used your
I had to
bonus
rage.
action, yeah.
I had to rage. Yeah.
Wait.
Okay.
Doesn't your third attack from Great Weapon Master have to be a bonus action to make your third attack?
Does it?
Yeah, I'm pretty
I
sure.
think so. Let me check.
Try
As
to
a
keep
bonus
Maegera's
action.
Head on.
So you can
So-
just crit the second one.
So I'll just crit the second one.
No, it's fine.
Yeah.
It's fine. We'll say that the second crit puts you into a rage. I'm being generous. Look at the face. Kodo, look at the face.
Yeah.
Generous DM face.
It's fair.
That's generous.
Face
I
of
mean, you
generosity.
could have subtracted, like,
Anuk,
the 10
I
damage.
explode.
you explode. Do you want to go? Which direction do you want to shrink in?
I will let you decide. That's perfectly fine. Because I also plan on dropping my wild shape as a
Okay.
bonus action,
Mm-hmm.
and then I'm going to cast a spell.
What spell?
Oh, we're casting Ice Storm right here. It's a
Okay.
20-foot radius.
So just enough to hit Maegera, sure.
Yep, yeah. I'm casting it at 6th level.
Okay. What does that do?
Apparently it does shit.
Oh, those are bad
No,
rolls.
4d8.
Plus 4d6.
Yeah. Yeah,
A
just
1
bad
and
rolls.
2 2s.
Really bad rolls.
Just really
Oh.
bad rolls.
That sucks. I'm so sorry.
Dad, don't be.
Still though. Fuck.
Is this creature not very dexterous?
No.
It does have to make a dex save, yeah.
Oh, it does.
D17, baby.
Yep.
Hell yeah.
So yeah, so you see this ice just falls down on top of it. It's like, oh, guys, fuck, Jesus, stop it! I'm just fucking trying to make a forge here. Jesus, fuck.
Well,
But it's
yeah,
screaming
we're
at an
just trying to
idiot, right?
pass here, and you attacked us, yeah?
And it looks like it doesn't understand your language. It's like, what?
That's fine.
It just accidentally speaks common.
It's swearing in primordial. It
That just
just,
comes out as common.
it just comes out as him being mildly perturbed in common.
Nice.
You know, I'm kind of mad Tumult's not here because he does speak primordial.
Yeah, we just
know.
left the sending stone on. It just
Anything else?
Lycor just
That's it.
Just hears this fight.
Zykor.
I'm a hide into the wall of
Okay,
flame.
yep.
Since I actually have to do that now.
Fire stealth.
Smoke bomb.
25.
Okay.
And I'm gonna shoot it. 12.
That misses, unfortunately.
I'm gonna stay hidden.
No, that's not how that works at all.
After you attack, you're not hidden anymore.
I missed. He don't know where I'm at. He only got eyes on Garagag. He only got eyes on Garagag.
So, Maegera's turn. Everybody except for Zykor takes 17 fire damage. I've been. That is the half number, right? I make that clear. Like that's like okay. And then it's gonna look at Garagag, who it killed and then popped back up and fucking obliterated it, and it is going to move directly over Lysander and Ileana.
Oh.
To full send, fall back.
Does that get triggered?
It gets attacks of opportunity from Garagag, Lysander, and Ileana.
And if Garagag hits, doesn't his sentinel
Yep.
kick in?
Yep.
Oh, that be true.
Yep. Ah, man. I only got one more DM point. Come on, hit.
Flat roll, don't fuck it up.
Flat roll.
Flat roll, don't fuck it up.
Come on. Let's go.
Hey.
Get the fuck back there.
Dress over here.
Oh no.
No, you hit him till he's down permanently.
He goes, no, damn it.
It was like Scorpion in hell kicking the devil's ass.
So I take it our attacks of opportunity don't proc.
Correct,
By
because
the way,
it never
was it
leaves.
the beginning of the turn damage that it does? Isn't that what Garagag stopped, or is it the legendary?
Oh yeah,
action?
it was.
No, it's the legendary action with the mist.
Cool,
That's-
cool.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Fuck.
Do I take damage from hitting him?
Yes, 17.
Yeah. Okay. Worth.
Uh,
I'm gonna go down again.
it's like, no. So it's watched Ileana just like zooming around doing shit, but Ileana has done nothing to directly, negatively, really like affect everything going on. And then it looks at Tepartos, who is cowering in fear.
Why isn't it hitting me?
You're behind it.
So is Ileana.
Yeah, Ileana ran in front of it and then ran away.
Does it just not notice me?
It notices you. Tepartos.
Just gonna hit
Yes.
fucking Sparta.
It's gonna make 3 slam attacks against you.
Of course it is.
Oh.
Do I have any reactions?
Yes, Ileana?
Sanctuary. Alright, I'm rolling all 3 of those first.
Yep. Also, all 3 miss.
Well, they might not even go at you. Okay. Believe it or not, Maegera is not wise. Yeah, no. Garagak, 15, 22, and 22 to hit you.
The 222s hit. I'm totally going down again.
So 27 damage and 27 damage.
Yeah, the 27 of initial puts me down.
Oh, the 27 initial puts you down?
Mm-hmm.
Then it's going to turn and look at Lysander. For the last one, does 22 hit you?
It doesn't.
Okay, yeah, it misses.
I'm snoozing again.
You are snoozing again.
Oh my god.
I did a lot of damage to myself beating his ass.
It might be worth it. We don't. This man is chonky.
Yeah, he looks fucked. He looks super fucked up.
It's just like an ember vaguely glowing.
It's not that bad, but like compared to this full like looking figure, it looks fucked up.
That sanctuary just saved Sparta's ass. They would have all missed. Still.
I still very much appreciated Ileana.
How would they have all missed? You have base 18 plate mail and a shield.
Yeah, something about the shield has a +3 on it.
What?
What?
Yeah, you gave me. I bought a +3 sentinel shield.
Oh, that's right, you did.
What?
Yeah,
We had all the money.
from
Fuck.
Big Lots. And if you remember, that's what I'm doing.
I'm aware of what you're doing, you pathetic coward.
An alive, pathetic coward.
That's the important detail here. We told you, no you, even though Ileana rezzed Garrick.
How much life do you have, Tepartos? With all the
Um,
AoEs and shit.
I'm at 101 out of
That's your
126.
max. There's
126.
no way.
What do you mean?
At 17 at the beginning of each turn?
Yeah, I've been getting a lot of healing back from Disciple of Life as well.
Oh, yeah, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, considering I'm at 109, and I don't get any self-heals every time I heal.
That's fair. You have a lot
I
more
also get
max health.
self heals every time I've done like mass healing word that hits me.
Yeah. Okay, that makes more sense. I was like, how?
Now the
I'm
Beacon of
doing
Faith
fine.
is down, so...
Yeah.
Or Beacon of
Ileana's your turn. Sorry, I was ranting.
Okay. Can I see Garagak from where I'm at right now?
Oh,
Can I gauge its maximum, like swinging range? I think this is where I stopped last time. Let's see.
yeah, you're right on the edge.
You can fucking windstrike this motherfucker and murder him.
Ah,
We had, Devin and I had a conversation about that specific thing.
That's fair.
I forget how fast Zyko is, but I'll like wave at Zyko from like the edge of this fire thing's range, and like hold up my hand for like a high five, and then that's it. I'm readying greater invisibility to cast if Zyko comes and touches me,
Okay.
and that's it for me.
Tepartos.
All right.
Oh, Garagak's unconscious. I forgot to put the X on him.
Oh well.
Yeah, I'm snoozing.
I suggest not putting it on him. Because I'm gonna cast Mass Cure Wounds.
I'm back, baby.
Give me a sec. Mass Cure Wounds, another 5. Oop, cancel.
Garagak the unkillable.
Garagak the Undying.
I
Just
hope
keeps
we
blinking.
either run into this thing on the way out, and it just has PTSD of Garagak coming back and saying, "No, fuck that. Y'all can here's
Just
the door.
leave.
Get
You
the
can
fuck
leave."
out."
Everybody's gonna take 18 heals.
Nice.
Except for Zykor, who's not in range.
I'm
Sorry,
also.
Zykor.
I haven't taken any damage.
Zachary hasn't taken any damage because he's constantly out of the range of all the AoE stuff.
Yeah, I still have my 10 temp HP.
I think I'd be out of range too. It's only 30 feet for that one, right?
I
It's
think.
60.
It's a 60
Oh no, it's
foot.
60.
Yeah.
No, sorry, it says 60 feet, a 30-foot sphere, so depending where he casts it, but I'm assuming it's over
Yeah.
the creature.
Yeah. And I don't include the creature in that.
It's okay, it can't regain hit
Preserve
points.
life is one action. Yeah.
Say,
Yeah.
if it's a 30-foot radius, then everybody except for Zykor is in the 30-foot radius if it's centered on the creature.
Yep.
I know, because I have a big circle on my map showing me where a 30-foot radius around the creature is.
I'm also going to cast Shield of Faith on Garagak and just yell, "Stop blinking!"
This is a staring contest with this fire. His eyes get very tired because everything is very bright and hot.
That's my turn.
Yeah. So I got +2 to my AC now.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's it.
What does that put you at? A 20?
Yeah.
Fuck.
You're welcome.
Lysander.
Why won't you die? And swing at it again. Would I be at advantage because Garagak's laying down still? He hasn't gotten up yet.
No, he's still prone.
Cool.
That hits. That hits.
And we'll have 4 cold for each, and I'm gonna pump another second, just a first level Divine Smite into it. Or an additional 6.
Okay.
I step, I guess. Just be like, I'm moving, hello! I'm also here! Lysandra's like, I'm taking very badly! That's my turn.
2 tanks are flanking it. So it's like, what? This one just keep hitting this one and it won't die. Lysander, at the end of your turn, it is going to use legendary actions to summon a fire elemental.
Directly behind Tapartos.
Yes.
Partos, they hit for like 8. They're not touching you.
No!
Garagak.
You know, if I hit this thing, I go to 1 HP. Fuck
Lysander,
this
you've
guy.
been taking that 17 every time you hit it, right?
I forgot. I will take it twice.
So it's 34 right now, yeah.
Oh, hold on.
Are you down?
No.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because it's 10 and 10.
Fuck this guy.
Garagak!
Uh,
Wild shape so you have more hit points!
Yeah. That'd probably be a good idea.
Because your crits still roll through for some
I
fucking
know.
reason.
Yeah, I'm gonna turn into a bear. It has more health than the Garagak does.
Okay.
Just a second.
And you're a circle of the moon, right?
Yes.
Okay, so yeah, so bonus action, you wild shape.
Yep. Bear.
You're not raging, but
No. That's fine. I take half damage from his flame stuff anyway.
yeah, but you have more HP, so
Yeah. Let's see, how much health does he have? Alright, 34. We take those. Alright. Can't
Exactly 2
click.
attacks.
Oh wait,
Can
I
you
gotta
not do
details
anything?
page. we
heavier
go.
than a bear yet?
No, I haven't been putting points into it.
That's fair.
Alright, we're gonna claw him.
Okay.
Yeah, you like
Misses.
that?
You guys like swipe out of your bear form in this giant elemental. It just like looks at you like,
Does the Danny Dasher thing still take effect for like wild shape?
Yeah.
It does? Cool. I would
Ready
have got
for-
my last DM inspiration to make that first one crit.
That's cool. I'm gonna drop my second one to make the second one hit. That's a crit.
You guys
So
are
that's double crit.
monsters! Guys
Fuck
are
this
so
guy.
much ahead of us!
I have so much shit.
That's so
We haven't
perfect, 'cause
even
I planned
gotten
on
to
doing it for the
abyss yet.
second.
Garagak, roll a fucking d6 for the first one. We'll start with 1.
Crit.
See if we need the second one.
Is Danny Bash a proc on that?
No.
Alex, you created an animal.
He won't stop hitting me. I feel like this is the appropriate action.
So what, 4 points of damage inspiration this fight on Garagak?
No,
you imagine a better use?
it's only been 3 because
Yeah, 3.
one was a natural crit.
Whatever, fuck you. Man. You're a bear, so it's a lot less. It's a lot less.
At one time, my bear did 160 something damage.
Correct.
So-
I'm a little worried right now, too. Garagak, roll. This is 2d6. So Garagak, roll 20d6 damage.
20d6.
Yeah.
Come on, big crits. 70.
Garagak, you strike out at this creature, and your claw, that is not a magical weapon, does not affect the creature in any way.
Oops.
Garagak, roll a d6 for the second crit.
Unlucky.
Maybe I
2.
shouldn't have convinced you to turn into a
2,
bear.
okay, 2. So, Garagak, pick an arm.
Pick an arm.
Yeah,
Which one does he keep hitting me with?
both.
I'll take the right one.
The 2 is a lot less effective against a fire elemental because it's not really you're not cutting somebody's arm off or some shit.
Well, the other one fucking regrew too, so this has only been.
Shot in his head.
No, this has only happened on things that it doesn't matter if their arms get cut off.
Yeah, Garagak, you which one, right or left?
His right one.
His right arm. Garagak, your claw strikes up and just fully severs the right arm of this fire elemental off and falls off. And he kind of looks at you like, what the fuck? I'm really sorry, buddy. The 2, I didn't think you guys were gonna do that for the bear crits. But
I
also,
didn't know he only took magical damage.
but also, Garagak, you take 34 fire damage.
Yeah. Yeah. Hang on, let me see how that pans out.
You're Garagak again, aren't you?
I am not a bear. Perfectly.
I'm
not a
sorry, that was an entirely wasted turn. I apologize, that was my idea.
I would like to give him a delicate pat on the back.
Unfortunate.
Garagak, take your point of DM inspiration back, because I feel like you wouldn't have used it after the first attack if you knew that your attacks didn't have any effect.
Yeah, if I knew my attacks didn't have effect. I
Yeah.
definitely-
So Ileana, yours was burnt because you guys didn't know. But I feel bad taking the second one at the same time.
Honestly, worth it for the comedy.
That's
It's
fair.
worth it for the laws. Garagak, in one turn, wild shapes into a bear, hits this thing with that would be like a deadly blow, and it doesn't do anything, and then cuts off this thing's arm and turns back into Garagak.
Either way, he felt cool. That's all
Yep.
that matters. Do a
Oh, yeah.
mama bear proud.
Yeah.
Anuk.
Well, it did something last time, so I'm casting it here. So it will hit the big elemental and the small elemental and miss my friends.
Okay.
Yay.
And I'm casting
Ice Storm.
Ice Storm again at 5th level.
This is the most knockdown drag out. It's the same roll. 24.
What the hell? You're getting robbed. You're all weak.
He rolled 1 more 2 and then took 1 off the 5
No.
to give it that extra 2.
Yeah, but this was actually better because it was
Because
at
the
a
5th level, you had less
instead of
dice
the
to
6th.
roll.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, this is a better average for dice rolls for sure.
Yep. I've got another one of those just waiting.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Gotta make a save though, right?
Hey. Yes. Yes, it does. It does
DC
have to do
17.
that.
Both of them do. The baby and the big.
Oh, yeah, the baby one does. So that'd be Maegera's.
Nope. No. So they
Okay.
take the full damage.
That's rough, buddy.
Do they seem to be taking more damage from the cold, or is it just...
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Maegera is just a chonky boy.
Yeah. I met at that a little
Yeah.
bit.
Yeah. Well, and I changed it. So
Okay.
I mean, my thought process on pulling cold was, I don't know, fire, weak, cold? We'll do cold.
Cold weak fire?
I mean, the other option was a tidal wave, and I thought about that. Thought hard about that.
You were pretty spot on though earlier when it's like water just wouldn't exist
Okay.
in the. I don't want you blowing those big heavy spells and having it do nothing.
Fair.
I already feel bad enough for Garagak's 70 damage that didn't do
So
anything.
unlucky.
Anuk, anything else from you?
I'm gonna Misty Step if I can,
Yeah, you can Misty Step.
because it's a bonus action.
I didn't know you had Misty Step.
At Circle of the Land Coastal. Comes with that.
Garagak doesn't, or Anuk doesn't combat out of animal form or like wild shape a lot.
That means there's 3 of us with Misty Step. That's cool. We can just teleport into danger like, ha!
Hopefully I'll be out of some of the range of those. Oh, I need to charge back in. Yeah, that's it.
Hey. Zykor.
I'm gonna shoot at it before I hide.
Okay, so no advantage.
You're not gonna run for the high five?
I am out of range.
You don't have 40 feet of movement to get here?
She's 45.
But you need to be in the
Oh,
square
You need to
next
be
to her.
40. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then I get hit.
Oh, you poor baby. You haven't gotten hit at all.
Wow.
You know,
that sounds
Ileana
terrible.
is the nicest one to me.
You could also bonus action dash.
I'm just gonna come high five.
Okay, you come high five.
And being taller than Ileana, I'll just shoot it over the top.
So are you bonus action dashing to get the extra 5 feet?
No, it's 40
He
feet
doesn't
to
have to.
Ileana. I was wrong. Yeah, it's only 40 feet to Ileana.
Okay.
I
So
forgot that we don't have to be. I don't have
you
to. Like,
become
go-
invisible. And you just shoot at Maegera with advantage. That'll hit.
36.
Okay.
Stay the fuck over there.
And now you can bonus action dash if you want to.
And
Away.
now I am bonus action dash.
Get away.
Bye-bye.
Rogues, baby.
Stay the fuck over there.
I feel like
Bitch
Zykor would
ass.
be extremely useful in large combats, not
Oh, yeah.
giant one-on-one combats.
I'm also pretty average versus this party.
You're holding your own. You're pumping out damage.
Tumult would be a lot better, but like some of the other things that people have gotten, like Garagak, Standy Basher, or Exploiter,
Yeah.
the
It's definitely the like
transformations that Nook has. So
Yeah.
it's like I am the baseline of this is what normal people at this level do.
yeah.
Yeah, another example of this is a level 12 standard adventurer.
I mean the oath bow is not something a level 12 adventurer would have.
No, I was big surprised he let me have it.
Pausing for technical difficulties. Ian. There's your cut, Krista. There's your cut. Just cut it till that point.
There now.
Oh man. Thank you, Ian.
You're welcome.
But Krista, I'll be very sad if that's not in the video.
You don't watch our show.
This is my director coming in and saying, no, leave that. That's good. That's good stuff. Beginning of Maegera's turn. You still have your shroud up, don't you?
Sure do.
I hate you. Okay. Maegera is the thing procs the 17 damage to everybody.
My shroud may not be up anymore, though. We'll see.
What?
I'm going down.
He's yelling timber.
I have so much HP right now.
Zykor, you're visible. That's unfortunate.
Garagak, aren't you at 1 HP?
Oh,
Yes.
over here.
I am now.
Great.
Wait, you weren't before?
No.
Oh.
No, Baragak.
Bear guy took the
Lysander.
brunt.
Maegera's going to turn at you and take 3 slam attacks.
It's valid.
Sentinel.
I've been calling for it.
You can make your one attack, Garagak.
I'm bringing myself down.
Coda! Coda!
Fuck this guy.
Stop.
The
I'm
31.
gonna crit that. Fuck this
Coda.
guy.
You're
Coda
burning a
missed.
team inspiration?
Yeah, this one will actually count.
I hate you! I hate you so much! So,
Fuck this guy.
the second two hit, right,
Yeah,
Lysander?
the 31 and the 25 both hit.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
good. Great golly gee, I'm so fucking happy. Garagak, after the first attack, roll your fucking d6.
2.
Great, you cut off its arm.
Left arm gone.
It can't do slam attacks anymore.
It sure can, it just uses its fucking body.
It
Just
just does.
flailing itself.
Yeah, it just does the worm on me.
An upset noodle.
How much
Lots
damage?
and lots of headbutt.
How
So
much
the
damage
first-
am I taking?
The first one is going to be 26 damage. So it'd be a DC 13.
So am I taking? Is the bludgeoning also magical?
Yes,
Cool. Just making. Sorry. How much damage?
26.
6 damage. Oh Jesus.
I think you're good.
Yeah.
And then the second one is 34.
Oof.
I'm
That's a
at,
17.
I'm at 16 HP,
Oh.
and
no.
the shroud drops.
And it uses a bonus action to absorb the fire elemental! Woo!
Damn it.
I'm sorry, I shouldn't be this excited that my monster is still alive, but also...
No, this is party dynamics. This is table goals.
Garagak, you fall down again.
Did I hit him
Both of them
hardly?
just drop.
You hit him real hard, buddy. You hit him real hard.
Yeah, let's go.
Now there's nothing standing between this thing and me.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
no, but for
Oh, fuck.
context, Garagak is dropped. Lysander is at 16.
Oh, I thought you dropped.
No, I'm at 16.
Oh, okay.
Lysander is not allowed to hit it again.
I have fell 4
Ileana.
times in this combat.
Imagine if it went after anybody that wasn't one of your tanks.
Yeah. Really
I don't know if how many of those would have hit me because they all would have had disadvantage until you hit me.
Oh yeah, can you get a displacement cloak? Yeah, because what, Garagak has 141, you said?
Yeah,
I have 151. We're doing our best.
yeah.
Hey, let's do it again. Misty step, 10 feet of movement, last fade invisibility.
I
Keep
would
the
save
rogue
that.
invisible.
I would
And
just
then-
save it. Aww.
10, 15. You know what? Yeah, I will just save it because I keep seeing this happen, and I want to do what Lysander's doing, and I want to cast Chill Touch to make it not be able to recover HP anymore. So yeah, I'm going to actually put Chill Touch instead. Be convincing. Yeah.
26 hits, takes... Fuck.
You know what was hilarious? I also was about to tilt shot it because that was the one cantrip I took for being a high elf.
That's a good one.
I'm upsetty spaghetti. Upsetty spaghetti in this house.
And I'll walk into the fire just a little bit. Just to, yeah. That's it. It's me.
It's a Partos.
I'm just gonna stare down at Garagak's corpse, or unconscious body on the ground, and I'm going to use my channel divinity to preserve life. I'm dumping 1 point into Garagak and 59 into Lysander. So
God reaches down and says, "Get the fuck up!"
Can you
yeah,
save
basically,
that?
I'm like, stop. What?
Garagak, you pop up with 1 HP.
I just didn't know if you could split cast like that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
no, I can
up
split it
that.
between 6, I think.
You should do like 25-25.
No, because Garagak's gonna hit it a bunch of times, and regardless of if I do 1 or 18, it's gonna have the same thing. So I'm gonna give him 1 more hit to try to smack this thing, and I want to keep you alive because you can heal.
Can I?
You can. Physically, it is something you can do.
That's fair. I
If
do
you
have lay on
really want to get your lay on hands back, but don't you have to wait a week to get those back?
But it's double the points.
Probably. And then I am going to.
You changed it, Alex.
I do have a cure wounds.
Oh yeah, I did.
I'm gonna hit him with a spiritual weapon for 9 force damage. Right there.
I saw that face you gave me.
Your spiritual weaponing. Harlandino.
The first damage I've done all combat.
Don't we have a royalty-free spiritual weapon available?
Why would we use that if we have Harlandino?
That's fair.
And I'm also going to actually go next to it so that when Garrett goes down again, I can still give Lysander advantage, and that's my turn.
Yeah, because I'm definitely going down again.
Sending stone into parts. The sending stone into Partos' backpack activates. What's up, bitch? Or to Harlan.
It's just a spirit. It's a hammer. It's like a pretty mace. It's always been a pretty mace.
It's a pretty mace in the shape of Harlandino.
Lysander, it is your turn.
Fuck, blinding smite
Oh, there we go.
Nice.
Okay.
and a second level divine smite as well.
Rolled him 66. Or 68, sorry. 59.
And then
And
with
a
blinding
con
smite,
save.
yeah, it's a con save, DC 17.
7.
It is blind until the spell ends. And it's concentration up to a minute, and I hit it again.
Perfect.
Oof, that one misses.
That does miss.
One less Constitution saving throw.
Aragak.
So I'm like, getting up here.
Oh, I should take that con.
A little tired now. That's alright. I'm gonna crit this guy right here. It's not a crit.
It does hit.
Does hit.
And you're down. I like how you didn't even bother taking the X off of him.
No.
I am good at doing one thing. Fuck it if it kills me.
Oh yeah, because you can't turn into anything magical
Ileana,
yet.
good
No.
question. You do not get advantage from being unseen attackers because it has blindside out to 120 feet.
Oh,
Oh, then why do I have advantage?
well.
Why do you have advantage? Why am I bad at this?
You're doing great, Alex. It's a
This is what
lot.
happens when I use a monster somebody else made.
It is a lot to keep in mind. You're doing great.
This monster sheet is nuts. There's so much information to try to remember. Guys, at me in the comments, telling me all the things that I've done wrong.
This dumb motherfucker. Oh, God. This gets popular. There are going to be so many people raging at how we play this game.
Yeah.
Rule of cool.
I made it very clear from literally the first episode that I homebrew so much shit that if it doesn't seem like it's true, it's probably just a homebrew rule. Garrett goes back down.
Yeah.
Bye.
Nook.
Another ice storm.
Yeah.
And,
This
like
thing-
right here, so it doesn't hit any of my friends.
It's so tanky.
At 5th level.
Why the fuck did I blind it? Stupid.
Damn, dude, your rolls are fucking you today on these.
I could have used another spirit trap. No.
I mean, that's not horrible.
No.
He still has to make his dex save,
Oh, yeah.
and he is blind.
I don't think blindness affects dex.
I don't know if he can't see it coming.
That's fair. Damn it. He was gonna make that one.
First save you made all day.
First one.
Yeah, it says a blinded creature fails any ability checks that require sight. I don't know if Dex do.
It's also not an ability check.
Yeah.
It's a saving throw.
That's
And they're
fair.
very specific about the wording.
Yeah,
of those
that
things.
is correct.
Zykor.
I'm gonna shoot it.
Okay, you don't have advantage. He's blindside. He knows where you are.
Blindsight can't see through walls, right? So if I hide in the fire,
can. It absolutely can, and that's not a real wall.
That's fine. I'm still just gonna shoot it. Oh, hey, look, I miss. Yay.
That's a 6. Anything else, Zykor?
Bonus action, dodge.
I don't think you get dodge as a bonus action. I'm pretty sure it's just hide, dash, and disengage.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I can definitely take dodge as a bonus action.
No, because that's
Yeah.
what makes Monk's cunning action or Monk's
Oh,
thing
yeah.
better, is that they can do dodge as a bonus action with a key point.
Yeah, I take dash, disengage, or hide.
Yeah. Yeah, I know some stuff, viewers, about how this game works that I run all the fucking time.
You're doing great, Alex.
I'm having a good time.
Are you doing anything with your bonus action?
No.
Okay. Maegera's turn. Everybody takes 17 plus damage. Garagak, that's a failed death save from you.
What's the range on that?
You're good. So everybody except for Ilyana, Zykor, and Anuk. I got in such a habit of just being like everybody, and Zach knowing I didn't mean him.
Yeah.
He's going to try and hit Tapartos.
I'm mostly
Has Sanctuary. Fuck, Lysander.
Here I go.
Oh. Oh.
The first two hit.
So that's 32.
Total?
32 total.
I think Sanctuary drops because of the Spirit Weapon.
Oh, because you hit it.
Yeah. Sanctuary drops from the barrel if they cast a spell that targets another creature. So, like...
Oh.
So I would be taking this instead?
Correct.
Okay, so
Spiritual
those
weapon.
2 hit.
Yeah, like...
it does kind of.
It's an offensive, because it's whenever you deal damage, right? And because you're controlling, yeah.
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 So, Tapartos, 32 on the first hit. And then 34 on the second hit. So 66 total.
66? Wait,
Yes.
what did Lysander only... Oh, because... Right.
Because I didn't do the second attack yet.
66 total. Great. And I need to roll Constitution as well, right?
Yeah, DC 16 and DC 17.
For spiritual weapon?
No, for Shield of Faith on Garagak.
Got it.
Which is still up, even though he's down. That doesn't last. All right, you said
First
66
one does
total?
not. Yeah, 66 damage.
Okay. Ooh, I went from being really great to really not great really fast.
Ilyana.
One sec. Let me check Dragon's Breath. Okay, never mind. But I'm doing that. It's 15. I'll chill touch and move, and let's circle around. Movement veil, and then chill touch.
Okay. 14 misses, unfortunately.
No!
Oh. That's it.
Tapartos.
All right. I am going to throw down a Mass Cure Wounds at 6th level. And then range of 60 feet for a 30-foot thingy. So I'll definitely get us in here. I don't think I can get anybody else in that. But
You can
Garagak,
pick-
Lysander, and myself.
Yeah, you can do like Ilyana or Anuk and get one or the other of them.
Yeah,
Don't
I think
get
I'll
me.
do. I think I'll do Ilyana in that. So everybody take back 25 points of healing. Man, that sucks. Wish I still had Beacon of Hope. And then bonus action, I am going to do. No, I'll just hit him with my thing for a bonus action.
Okay.
There we go. So 10 to hit, doesn't hit. Oh wait, no, 20 to hit for 10 force damage.
20 hits.
Yeah.
Man.
It's gonna keep bapping. How's he doing?
Not good. Lysander.
I can't do anything else. Keep
Oh,
being
I
like,
also
I'm
get-
gonna get creative, but I can't. I hit him. And the first level Divine Smite.
You've crit so much this combat.
I'm
I
so
have.
upset.
Oh shit!
Holy
Nice.
shit.
Wow.
So 14, 22, or 21, 51.
And I hit him again, and I take 17.
You do take 17 fire damage.
I'm just gonna drop the blind. Well, I don't know if the blindness takes effect. Let's fucking. I'll keep it, I guess. Nice, I saved. He's still blind. It doesn't matter. Are you kidding me?
Let's go.
Wow.
Let's go.
Oh my god.
I'm not gonna pump a divine smite into it. I need to save some of my spells.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
So 17, 30.
Nah, do it. Divine smite it. Do it.
I have like 3 spell slots. I have like 3 spell slots left.
Same.
Do it.
Okay. 2nd level.
Fuck him up.
And another 17.
Yeah, how you looking?
32.
Okay. Garagak.
Still alive.
I mean, yeah.
Disadvantage is saving my fucking ass, though I do think the crits have been the first roll each time.
Smash him. Now I'm gonna lay down again.
We're just playing whack-a-mole with Garagak.
Whack, whack, lay down. We got whack, lay down.
Bruh.
It's real unfortunate that every time I hit this guy, it hits me back.
Garagak, at the end of your turn, it's going to do its missed action. And everybody takes 7 damage. Garagak, you fail a death saving throw.
Oh, yeah.
It misses me.
Does his death saves roll over, or is it fresh every time he drops?
It's fresh every time. The only people that get hit are Partos, Lysander, and Garagak.
And Harlandino.
And Harlandino! I'm just imagining how bad Kimber would be screaming at me right now.
Yeah.
I mean, could he be upset though? Because like all he did was take damage.
Nook.
Yikes!
5, 10,
I love you, Kimber.
15. Misty Step. Let me mark those off, because that's my 2nd Misty Step. And then a 3rd level Cure Wounds into Garagak.
Let's go.
When did you decide to druid heal?
Oh yeah, I'm a druid. I can heal too.
I know somebody's taking Cure Wounds. He tends to be our post-battle healer, when Tepartos is our mid-battle healer. And Ileana is as well.
Garagak, you're back up.
Yeah.
Hey, when
Back
Tumult's
again.
around, he occasionally.
That's
heals.
one more. That's one more whack, baby. One
right.
more whack.
When
fucking
Tumult's
get
around,
this thing
he
hit.
occasionally heals. He's got it too. I heal Mido.
And that's my turn. It's because I didn't take polymorph this time.
Oh, Zykor.
So reading through my features, bonus action, give myself advantage. Fuck yeah, Natasha's.
What?
It's an optional feature. I just can't move during this turn. My movement speed is 0 when I do this. Shoutouts to
Man.
Tasha's for optional features. When I made this character, I took it.
Tasha's
level
is stupid.
Tasha's is great. You take that back.
No, Tasha's is fucking stupid.
You're allowed to not allow them.
You are allowed to not allow it.
That's true.
I haven't used it. I only looked at it for now. So I was like, didn't I read some stupid shit about me getting advantage, but I didn't like it because I couldn't move. But right now I don't need to move.
You could just move first.
No, it says you can't if you move during the turn. You can't use it if you move during the
okay.
turn and your movement speed is 0 after.
Nuts.
I can
Alright,
still
well,
teleport using my psionic die,
Oh, with
though.
advantage.
I still missed.
Good. That's what you deserve.
or I crit.
You have DM inspiration?
I have 2 of them.
How do you have 2?
Because Tumble had 4. And I used 2 of them since then.
Okay, so 4 becomes 8. 14 becomes
This doesn't seem fair.
28.
No, this means we're going into the abyss full of demons without any if we have to charisma our way out of anything.
36. 36 plus 15 is 41. Dear God.
Does he get his sneak attack on there too?
It's I doubled that too.
Yep.
Zykor, at the end of your turn, is going to do the mist again.
We take 7.
7 damage to everybody except for Ileana and Zykor.
Hey, hero. The proper way.
Aggressively dunking Oreo.
Whatever.
Is Coda gonna get another point of Team Inspiration?
Coda, after this combat, you get another point of Team
Whatever,
Inspiration.
Major.
Not during.
After this, I'm over it.
Alright, so what we're gonna do is we're just gonna keep setting up
can't.
Coda in situations to continuously get DM inspirations, and he's just gonna use them for everybody.
Rob, I also can't believe you did whatever, major loser.
Yeah. I also, for that, because was that a Twitches reference? Is that what that's from?
Or was
Uh-huh.
it High School
Yeah.
Musical?
What?
No, it was definitely not High School Musical. I'm pretty sure it was Twitches.
Okay.
Because, as we've discussed, and will be in the supercut of our intros for recording, T and Tamara Maui are the 4th best pair of celebrities that exist.
I've never
But
released.
remember, I used to work in childcare, and I used to use
Yeah.
whatever and whatever major loser.
Hero,
A lot.
DM inspiration to you as well. After the combat, don't count your chickens. It's after this.
It is in
Assuming
fact
we
from
get through this
Twitches.
alive.
That used to be one of our favorite movies ever.
That's a good movie.
Oh, whatever.
It's funny because the title's a pun because they're twin witches.
Twitches.
Twitches.
Alex, I need to go to bed.
Let's keep
I'm
going.
sorry. It is Maegera the Dawn Titan's turn.
Is the door open yet?
No.
Gungar said we didn't have to fight it.
Gugar did say we had to fight it.
Yeah, Gungar specifically
He
said we
explicitly
have to fight
said we have
in
to fight
and out.
If we're not, if we're not quick enough, we have to fight on our way out.
Being honest, who looks the most fucked up out of Lysander, Garagak, and Tapartos?
I-
What are y'all's HPs at?
Oh,
18.
Garagak, definitely.
Garagak's at like 18? No, you're at 10. And then
I'm at
Like
45.
110.
45. Okay, so
Let me check. Yeah, 117.
Tapartos.
What?
Yeah.
This motherfucker's coming at you hard.
Oh, great.
I mean, you're the one who also keeps rezzing.
I am the
Tapartos,
thorn in its side.
it is going to move. Actually,
Yeah. Go ahead and move.
It's gonna move on top of
it's
us.
going
Do
to.
it. Do it while I'm watching.
It's not
Right
going
here.
to incur the attack of opportunity.
Oh, unlucky.
But it does for me.
It gets 1 from you. Yeah.
Just normal, because they don't get advantage on the attacks of opportunity. A 19.
A 19 hits.
And I take 17.
You take 17 fire damage.
I am at 1.
Actually, that could work out for me. No.
What?
So
Okay, it's Partos, you have Death Ward.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna
that
move
works
down-
once.
I'm moving down here, but it is on this area above all 3 of you. Just so tokens and shit. All of you in that area take 35 fire damage.
Shit.
After it's halved?
Yes.
Okay.
By Garagak.
But a flesh wound.
And it moves back.
Oh, I get an attack of opportunity then.
No.
You do.
Because I moved out of Anook's range.
Woo! This is
Garagak, did you drop again?
yeah.
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 Yeah, I had 17.
15 misses. Sorry, buddy.
Nah, that's fine.
That's not exactly what your character's designed for, is the
Exactly.
melee hit. Garagak's down.
Yeah, but like, fuck, I don't know. I lost count.
I think it's like 6
now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lysander. Its first attack is going at you.
I drop.
To Partos.
Yeah.
The next 2 are going at you. Well, the first, we'll do them 1 at a time.
Okay.
Misses,
Misses.
right? Such bullshit. I understand it's a thing that I did. But
Misses.
motherfucker.
How bad does he look right now?
Fucked. Like, fucked. Ileana.
I would have seen that It got hurt by the cold damage, right?
Yes.
Cool. I'll bonus action cast Dragon's Breath on myself at 5th level. Make it all the way down there. Are they still on top of Lysander, the pots and everything? Or...
No, he moved.
No, he moved back.
Okay. Yeah. I think you can do it from grade 2 and not hit anybody except for it. And let loose the Dragon's Breath. Cold damage.
Is a dex save?
Yeah, it should hop up here. Oh, okay.
Boy, I missed Hex.
Yeah, DC 17.
He made that one.
He did it!
25.
He did it!
So it would take that halved. So it would take 13. And that's both Ileana's bonus action to cast Dragon's Breath and the action to do the breath. And that's it for me.
Was that exactly it, Alex? Oh,
All right.
no.
All right. He
Ileana,
doesn't get another turn.
at the end of your turn, he's going to do the mist breath
Okay.
for 17.
17.
Or for 7 damage.
7.
Taken.
Failed death save.
That's first. You have 3 left, don't you?
Of what?
3 hit points left?
Yes.
Go.
Go.
Heal. Just heal. I'll take care of him.
Yeah, it's gonna be another mass cure wounds on our buddy. So everybody gets back 27 hit points. They're all
I'm
brought
back
back up.
again. I'm unstoppable.
I am going to point Harlandino down at it and try to smack him. Just give him a gentle little boop on the head. 25 for 8 force damage.
Does that kill him? Does he just die from a spiritual weapon?
Oh, because I still have 3 4th level spells, so
Departos, please tell me how your Harlandino mace fucking kills Maegera the Daunting.
I assume Maegera was having a very bad time before this.
Yeah, Maegera was fucked
So-
up.
Beaten, smoldering on the ground, staring at all of us, trying to bash me, and me just hiding under my shield. I'm going to stare at whatever sort of face it has. I'm going to hold up one finger and snap. And there's going to be the stirring of Lysander and Garagak on the ground. I'm going to put my shield down, and I'm going to hold up the other finger, and I'm going to snap, and the mace is just going to go right on the top of the dome. Just a gentle little bap.
You bunk the fucking Maegera the Daunting, the super ultra badass monster. It's boop. And it looks at you and goes, but why? And then just slowly dissipates into nothing. All of the flames around this room dissipate. And you see on the opposite end of the room a large, ornate wooden door.
I'm gonna scoop friends and run.
Let's go. I'm gonna help Garagak up.
Yeah, I want the fuck out of that room.
Yeah, everyone's still up, mostly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you guys rush over to the door, and it opens. You find yourselves staring at a massive, dark landscape stretching out ahead of you. It doesn't look what you would think a realm of demons would look like. It looks kind of nice. Rolling hills covered with black grass. The sky up above. No stars, no moon. but you can still make out the shape of clouds moving across the sky. You see, off in the distance, a castle. And then you hear a voice. You turn around, look behind you, and you see the door is gone. And standing on top of a small hill, running away, with Zykor, Ileana's, and essentially the better way to put this is with all of your bags of holding. A small halfling, or a gnome, rather, whom only one of you recognizes.
Right.
Zykor, you see Gricht, who is standing at the top of the hill holding all of your possessions, going, "Good luck." And he flees off into the distance. And that
Stop him!
is where we are going to end tonight's episode of The Dice That Bind Us. Thank you all at home for watching. Thank you all for sticking with us through that drag-out fight where ultimately, once again, I accomplished nothing.
You killed us like 6 times.
And no, I knocked you unconscious like 6 times. Nobody died.
No, it was Garagak 6 times, everyone else twice.
Yeah.
Once again, I am foiled by this ridiculous bullshit team and all of your escapades.
What are you talking about? The normal adventurer didn't take any damage.
Guys, do the usual YouTube stuff. We've been having awesome things coming through. Share, comment, subscribe, like, all that stuff. We love seeing your interactions. We've so many comments from people that are watching.
We get, I send to the group chat. So like we're all very excited.
It fills me with so much joy seeing that people are watching and engaging and enjoying the show. Even I know a lot of you guys that are watching are our family, our friends, people that want to just support us, and that means the world. And knowing that people we know in real life take time out of their weeks to sit and watch us play a game makes my heart melt out of just sheer joy. So thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. And I think I speak for the rest of us. Thank you so much from all of us for supporting us in that way. I'll stop being sappy about it. Thank you for watching, and we'll catch you next week.